There you go.
Is it on?
It should be on, but we got to wait. There's a delay, so I want to say, hello, everybody. We are here possibly. Take one.
Now. Do you guys see us?
You guys see us? Is anybody there?
There
I'm about to see. We are live. There we are. How you doing,
we
folks?
look like idiots.
We gotta. No, you can turn off the voice though. Hopefully we see. There's Emily. Emily, George.
Hi, Emily. Hi,
yes,
George.
you see us. That was a test, guys. That was a test of the emergency broadcast system. Damon Dunn.
Anybody else see this that we've been using for months now? Do you see it? Does anybody else see what we have been using for
clapper?
months?
We used
you
it
like
way
my
back.
prop? Thank you. Just wanted to make sure you guys could see it.
We're not talking to you. We're not talking to you.
Anyway, hi Sandra.
We're not talking to you guys.
Hi Leela. Hi Patricia. Hi
Leela,
April.
Patricia, April.
Peekaboo, I see you.
Peekaboo, I see you. It's
Oh
good
my
to
God.
see you
Hey
guys.
Emily.
Joseph Taylor.
Hi Joe. Hi
Hey,
Patricia
Joe.
Johnson. Hi Oleg. Look, you guys are all the geniuses. You are the smart ones.
Danette, it's everybody. It isn't just the members.
You screwed up.
See, it doesn't work.
Screwed.
See, it won't work.
That's all right.
That's all right. We're doing non-genius.
That was supposed to be for the geniuses, but you know what?
That was supposed to be a members
We're all
only
geniuses,
stream,
right,
but who
Anthony?
cares?
Members, not geniuses. I'm saying
Members.
you're wrong.
That was
Okay,
all for
so
the members.
Anthony, can you put this on for me?
I can put this on. See, it doesn't work. Now the
Anthony
test.
did
See, I
a
was
test and
testing
said,
something.
I'll put it off and then start over again. But Anthony, you can't put off everybody now. That's not fair.
But apparently it just doesn't work.
Okay, so just let me start off by saying I
That's
went to
the thing
Target
we can't
today.
do. So I'm gonna
All right,
explain.
Anthony's still learning. Thank you.
Look at this.
Listen, I went to Target and I needed a drink, right? Thank you. I got double action today.
HC in the house. How
Hi,
you doing?
Virginia.
I realized I looked at Danette's phone. Now she has double action. She needs to. I looked at Danette's phone and I realized I see non-members in the chat.
You saw Joseph, didn't you?
I
That's
saw
what it
Joseph,
was.
and Joseph never managed to get the membership. We were giving him out.
Joseph,
And
Anthony.
then I saw Oleg and
Hi,
Patricia
Blue Star.
Johnson. But that's okay.
That's okay. I don't mind. I like everyone here anyway. Anyway, so listen.
It makes it easier to say hello to everyone.
Yes, I went to Starbucks and guess what they didn't have? Decaf. So this is an Americana. I still can't get over it how they don't have decaf.
It's magical, isn't it?
So we were gonna have a
K-Jack,
members
how you
only.
doing?
Hi, K-Jack. See, we were gonna have a hi, Raven. I thought you got. Oh, she didn't. That's right. No, she didn't get membership on ours. You know
That's
what
right,
it
it
is?
didn't work.
Anthony spent like 20 minutes trying to show Joe how to do it. And then Joe got membership on other channels, but not ours. But then we realized, in order to get membership on a person's channel, you have to watch their channel
And you got to be doing it right then.
Yeah. You have to be what? No, I don't know about that.
I think you do it.
I don't know about that.
At
But
least
you have to
us
watch
turned
all
on.
the time. I don't think Joe watches us all the time.
Every time I do the giveaway,
maybe he goes
Joe
in
is
and out. I
Joe
don't
is
know.
not watching.
Yeah, that must be it.
Joe turns us off every time the giveaway's on. Joe, here's a clue. Never turn us off. No one else is as interesting.
When we're giving out the giveaway. All right, so is anybody else eating dinner?
Anybody else eating dinner?
Anyway, hi Sonia. Hi Damon. Sonia.
Tonight
Heather.
we decided to not eat health food.
Okay, I'll take them off my beige members only jacket. No, today we
Take off the
got.
members only
Listen, we
jackets.
were out all day. Today was my day off from work. We went to the Bronx. We went here and there. Anthony got new sneakers. We went shopping. We did old school shopping. None of that Amazon stuff.
No, wait.
We
See,
went
he is
everywhere.
opted in. He just
He
is
definitely
always turning
is.
us off when I give the
He
things
doesn't
away.
watch us as much as you think he is.
Yeah, he gets bored.
So he got membered by Roy. If you go to Roy, you see he's a member. And I asked him, does it work? And he said, yeah, it works. So I'm glad. It's on for once you opt into it, you are opted into all channels. So that's what's good. You had taco salad. You had a taco salad. Well, that's what we're going to have. Tacos.
Who had a taco salad?
Timothy,
you had a taco salad.
I'm sure.
You're
Buffering.
Really,
Hold on.
really
Hold
into
on.
buffering?
probably on your side,
It's
but I wanted
probably
to
on
check
your side.
anyway.
It's possible it's here, but it's unlikely.
But we did not want to cook or, hi Hala, how are you? Happy National Cereal Day.
National Cereal Day. That's an
I
exciting
don't like cereal
national
that
day.
much.
Then
Only
that's
certain
because she
ones,
has
and
a
that's
thing
it.
about milk.
No, I also
It's
don't
really
like.
about
I don't
milk.
like the food to be too sweet.
She
Cereals
doesn't
are
like sweet
not
things.
big milk
So
fan.
Fruity Pebbles was not her favorite.
Oh, I didn't
no
taste that
likelihood.
since like maybe 10 years ago. I took a little piece.
We guys
Hi,
are so.
Jeremy.
What are we?
Oh,
Patricia
so
Johnson?
funny.
So funny.
It's so funny. So anyway,
We tried.
so we went through the drive-thru. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. We went through the drive-thru. It's a bad place. Don't eat here. We just didn't want to do anything.
We went to the
And
drive-thru.
you had chicken tacos, Sonia? Is it taco
chicken tacos.
night?
Is it Tuesday?
So
I
guess-
thought it was Thursday.
So guess where we went? Drive-thru, tacos. Come on, you could do
Yeah,
it.
you
There's
can
a
figure
big
it out.
bell. You know what I mean?
There's a big bell.
We haven't had it in a long time. I'm talking years and years. So we go through the drive-thru, and I
We
said,
go in the drive-thru.
look at this. Look
What
at
did
the
April
size of
have?
this thing.
April had some.
Look at the size of this thing.
April's dinner was a bag
Taco
of Jordan
Bell.
almonds. I
Oh,
bought
no,
for Easter.
you gotta
But we
eat.
won't make it to then.
Cooking with Ned. Hi.
Hey, cooking.
Ah, everybody, Cooking with Ned is a channel that she cooks and she makes some delicious food, and her name is Danette.
Yeah, I was gonna say, guess what her name is?
She found us. We're all geniuses, Danette. So if you are here, subscribe to us. You are now a genius yourself. And when I say genius, I'm not being a wise ass. What I'm saying is, my name is Danette, obviously. This is Anthony.
We're really
We
smart,
forget
Alex.
stuff. Well, he's a smart aleck. I forget everything. So I could be talking about something. I could say, Anthony, what is this called? And he'll say, a cup. And I'll go, geniuses like ourselves can't remember the name as a cup. Like everybody here knows me by now. So that's why we're geniuses.
We're geniuses.
You were just thinking
We're
Taco Bell?
ingenious.
I'm thinking you shouldn't be eating this. It's fast food. It's
fast
crap.
food. It's crap.
probably bad
but it's
for you.
Taco Bell.
But I didn't want to do anything.
Didn't want to do anything.
I don't know how much we got. I think he gave us
We
more
got
than
in
we
the
ordered,
dri-
Aunt.
Yeah,
What
I
the
think it's
hell is
possible.
going on? What are we going to do with all
Joe
of this?
Hernandez in the house. How you
Hi,
doing,
Joe.
Joe Hernandez? Joe, we went in the drive-thru. This is what we did. You're never going to imagine what we did. We went in the drive-thru. The guy said, we asked the guy
You're
about
sure?
the order. And he told us how much it was going to cost. And I said, I can't see the menu. I don't know what I want. Maybe I'll change
can't
my
see the
mind.
menu.
And I said, let's
I
just
said,
go
forget it.
inside.
We'll go
So we
inside.
canceled
Hi,
the
Alan.
order. Went inside. And
Hi,
this is what
Kiana.
happened.
How
Went
are you?
inside. Ordered the exact same thing we told the guy that we wanted out in the drive-thru.
And then it took long.
Now that's really genius
We're
work.
stupid. And then we're standing there, and I'm like, look at I'm like, why is my feet
That's
sticking
right,
to the
coleslaw.
floor?
We try to be nice.
Hi, Coleslaw. Hi, Keith. I was like, go ahead,
Keith.
get some Taco Bell. So I'm
Go ahead.
standing there, and I'm like, why is my feet sticking to the floor?
Feet
Why
stick
is
to
the floor so sticky?
The floor's sticky.
Wait, what did she say?
I don't do it every day, but I just pulled a double.
Ooh,
so it's
every man for themselves.
Sometimes it's got to
You
be
go,
that
girl.
way.
Hi, Irma. How you doing? Hi, Reverend Jenny. Hi, Irma.
Reverend
Hi,
Jenny,
Joe.
how you doing?
Hi, everyone. Anyway, and we have the best mods. We have the best mods. So there you go.
In case I miss anybody's comments, don't worry. We're going to try and keep up with everybody
we're trying.
tonight.
Thank you, K-Jack. Karen K-Jack just subscribed
Remember-
to you, Danette. I love that there's another Danette. She's
Karen
so
K-Jack.
cool, too. All right, what does this say? Do
that's
they
great.
have the
Now
digital?
you're going to be seeing
Yes.
K-Jack.
So we go inside and we're like, what the hell is... He goes, I'm like, Anthony, there is no menu. What are you looking at? You got to go to a little
You got to go to
screen.
one of those little
It's
kiosks.
the same as what was on the drive-thru.
And they
So
ordered the same
we
exact
ordered the
thing we
exact
told the
same
guy.
thing. But now we're standing there
The
in
box
the
of
sticky
tacos.
crap on the floor.
floor's sticky. I go like this, and I say to myself,
You really can.
my undies are
Coleslaw.
sticky, says George.
Oh my God, George.
You know, it's an occupational hazard, George.
Anyway, go ahead. What were you
So
doing?
I go like this, and I say, genius
I don't
that I
even
am.
feel like cleaning today.
I go like this, and I say, you know what, Danette, I think I want a soda. So we tell the guy, a human being finally wanders over to the front desk. Like a person. Because they don't have people standing in front of it. They only have a person comes and hands you things now. So finally a guy wanders over and I go, can I have a soda? So he
Paper
gives me
plates,
the
no
cup.
cleaning.
And I say, I know, root beer. So I get myself a root beer. And we begin to like travel home. Hey, Carol Wood.
Hi,
how you
Carol.
doing?
How are you?
Irma
Hi,
Westerback.
Sharon.
Hey, Irma
Hey,
Westerback.
Nick.
I didn't say hello to Alan. Alan, how you
Yeah,
doing?
you were.
Alan,
Hi,
our
Southern Belle. How are you?
Alan, our yodel-loving compatriot.
Yodel. Oh, yeah.
See how quickly? That's because
See, I
she's a genius.
forgot. I am very bad memory in the moment. I can remember something happened a month ago, a year ago, 10 years ago. But in the moment, there's too many things going on in my head. So
Where else can you get gas for $1.19? That's right, April. I'm gonna get some gas.
Wait a minute.
Right now.
So
I go like this. I
I'm
get
also
the
always
cup.
hot. Good.
I get the cup.
That was
and
freezing
they,
outside.
they have the lid. Then that takes the lid because
Hi,
they have
Lisa,
all
how
these
are
same
you?
generic lids. And I put the
Hi,
lid,
Teenasia.
and we're going in the car, and suddenly we realize that the soda just keeps coming out of the top of the cup. It's just leaking
And I'm
through
like,
the
what?
cup. Through
That's
the
why
cap.
the floor is
I'm like,
sticky
that's why the
because
floor's covered
their
in
lids
sticky
don't
sugar.
fit.
Their
Their
lids
lids
don't work.
fit.
There's soda
now
everywhere.
it's all over the cup in the car.
The cup holder in the car.
I've got
It's like
paper towels.
It's a race against time to get home before all the soda's out of the cup and into my lap.
Coleslaw said, this is my go-to Taco Bell order. Sides, extra black beans, extra rice, regular potatoes, onions, and salsa. And then I asked them to put in a big plastic bowl. Oh, you're one of those people that changes
Extra
up the
gas.
menu. You sound like me. All right, while we eat, McLeod.
McLeod.
Chief.
McLeod.
Hi, Chris.
Danette wanted me to play dinner music.
From Mayor of
You
New
know-
York.
Listen, from Mayor of New York.
Oh, my God, Christian.
Easy
Hi,
to get
Wendy.
gas
How
when
are
I
you?
consume bean burritos. The only thing you can get close to a buck.
Okay,
That's
so
right.
I'm going to play, wait a minute, before you play the music, just say, we were so cocky the other day. Oh my God, Danette, I made
the whole
what did I make? I
The
made
music
soup with the meatballs.
Danette made something.
We have so much in there. We only ate it once after I made it. I had a cup, a bowl, a small
Danette
bowl.
was very
Hi,
cocky with that
Marcy.
whole like soup with the meatballs.
Anyway.
And then she did the whole thing.
The
you know
escarole
what it
tastes
was?
good, too.
You know what did it? It really.
I forgot
have
to
a
put
feeling
salt.
It was like
I
some
was
guy.
so messed up.
Forgot to put salt.
I
but
forgot
it
to
still
put the
tastes delicious. You just add
oregano.
your
I
own,
put
it's
oregano.
fine.
Like, you can do whatever you want.
Danette's
guys.
like,
What are
it's
you gonna
soup.
say?
Add what you want. So Danette goes like this. I think there was a guy
Coleslaw.
sitting at YouTube going like this,
Watching us.
These guys that it was
Yes,
just
we're going to
It's not an algorithm.
We can't
It's
play
not
this. It's not members only.
It's no matter. I'll play the song.
Listen,
I'll play the song.
you guys
Listen,
enjoy
if the
yourself.
mo-
It might
if
be
the
taken
movie
down
gets
again.
blocked, whatever.
Fancy.
This is fancy.
Listen,
All
we're
I
only
got to say to
fancy
you was
here.
one thing.
What's
I got
that?
to say to you was one
Munchkins
thing.
eating.
I think there was a guy sitting in New York. I don't think it's a
Oh,
bot.
matzo ball soup.
I don't think it's a bot or a computer program. I
You
think
think
there
it's
was
a
a guy
guy,
sitting
some
at
guy?
YouTube. It was a guy sitting at YouTube, and he went like this. These guys are taking requests. That's what did us in.
Oh, yeah,
They're like taking requests.
What did they call it? What did they call it?
They said I created a playlist.
They said
of
they
music.
accused us
That's
of a
what tells me.
playlist.
I think it was a guy who said, "Oh, these son of a bitches are taking
They think
taking
they're
requests.
fancy.
I don't know who they think they are. You're not supposed to
We're
take a
doing good,
request."
Wendy. Thank you. All right, well, I want to play this
Master
music
Taco
because this
Chef
is
on
called
board.
Genius of Love. And that's you guys.
Does anybody
Mwah.
remember this band?
Didn't. Come on, guys. You know the song.
Da-da-da-da.
Doo-doo. Can you hear it? Put it a little louder. What's my fun?
I think they can hear it.
A little louder.
All right.
Oh, I'll get it. I didn't know you had to get up.
But I'm already standing
Just a
up.
little, not a lot. That's too loud. That's good. One more. No, that's good. That's good. Sit down. All right, guys. Taco Bell.
Make it loud enough for them to
Yes,
block
Alan
us.
knows. There's no end. Which one are you having first? So we got a few I don't know what we got. There's a million of them in here. But we got the Supreme Taco with everything in it. Soft and crunchy.
Tom Tom Club, Jenny.
It sounds like it's going slow. Does that battery need to be like... Does that sound
No,
like...
that's just...
That's it? Okay.
If it was the battery, it would be called...
It would be like...
It's turning itself off.
What are you gonna do when you get out of jail? How about the James Brown part? I love that part. This was playing on the radio the other day, and I said to Anthony, I had blasted it in the car, and I said, "You don't remember this song? Come
James
on,
Brown.
this is our
I
theme.
don't remember the song.
It's the genius of love."
And then halfway through the song, she
Hi,
started
Marty.
saying, "Am I wrong? Is this not the song where the guy says James Brown?" I said, you gotta wait, Danette. It's at the end of the song.
You like this better than the Mariah Carey song? I don't know what this Mariah Carey song. It's
I like this better than a lot of Mariah Carey songs.
Hi, Stacks. How are you? How much does it cost for Taco Bell these days? We have 12 tacos, and it was $23.99. But it's Supreme, and then Supreme means you have sour cream in it, and lettuce and tomato, and whatever.
Lettuce and tomato. Which begs the question: if you don't get them,
I know.
Supreme,
What do you get?
What is
Just
it?
meat? I don't
It's
get
just
it.
meat. I mean, that's got to be a deal.
Hi, Diana.
When I were, hey, Lisa, UK girl in the house.
All right, I'm gonna go with the crunchy one first.
My favorite part would be if they block the live stream right now.
Who needs to think when your feet just go? So, what is everybody else eating? Heather says that Munchie's great breakdancing. James Brown. James Brown. Come on, guys, sing it. James Brown.
I better not take requests.
Hi, Beach Bum. Oh yeah, you didn't put any sauce on it.
No, I didn't. Wait.
Thank you, April, for reminding us. So we have the mild, the
And
Diablo, and the hot. The fire, rather. I didn't get the hot?
I'm gonna go
I
Diablo.
thought I got the hot. I only do mild. I have extra sour cream in the refrigerator.
Let's try some Diablo.
Yesterday, what I made for dinner, I made dinner yesterday, and I had like 700 vegetables all in one skillet. I did asparagus. This is what I did. Listen to this, guys. I had asparagus. What's the name of the mushroom?
Portobello.
Portobello? No,
Baby
the
Bella.
small one. Baby Bella. Baby Bell mushrooms. An orange pepper, an onion. What else? There was something else.
Asparagus.
Asparagus, mushroom, pepper, onion. There was something else.
I don't know. I don't think you.
Anyway, I put a very little bit of oil,
And
cooked it down, and then that was in the frying pan. And then in a like a saucepan, like in a Farberware pan, I cut up some fresh chicken. The chicken. You don't know what anything's called.
Chicken?
Breast of chicken.
Breast of chicken.
I cubed the breast of chicken. You put another little tiny bit of oil on the bottom of the pan. You throw the chicken in there. You put a little soy sauce and garlic powder. I don't
Sonia,
use
how you
regular
doing?
garlic. She's been here too.
She's been here.
And then
Oleg, how you doing?
then you put the cover on. Now, there's only a little bit of oil because what's really happening is the condensation, the water. You go in there and mix it a little. It cooks the chicken. You make it little cubes, and you make it. It's kind of Asian, right? It's like I didn't have any rice. I didn't want any rice. Anthony, I made a little brown rice.
Rice with quinoa.
And for me, no rice. And then I just put the rice on the bottom for his.
1 cup. Then
A load of vegetables. It was a lot. And then the chicken on top. That's what we ate yesterday.
Danette cooked
It was
me.
very,
She
very
said
healthy.
She would cook me dinner. We came home, she said, I'll cook you dinner.
Oh, Southern Belle went to Corky's barbecue place in Memphis.
Sounds good.
Wow, that
I
sounds
saw that
good.
Reverend Jenny had steak and potatoes for lunch.
Oh,
which
yeah, that
delish.
sounds good.
Stex asked, do we have any Italian wedding soup left? I saw.
We only have one bowl of it, one small bowl. Yeah, we have a lot of
We
it.
have plenty of it left. I gotta make more pasta, however, to put in it because it needs tiny pasta.
We only made half of the box anyway.
Monica, Chop Skull Theater, really loves tiny pasta also.
Wow, it
she
tastes better with
believes
the sauce
Tiny
now.
Pasta is a great band name. I wonder what kind of music they would play. Oh,
Anthony.
only metal.
April, you're right. The sauce is so much better. It tastes so different when I put it on it.
Yeah?
Did I give you a second taco?
No. I'm looking around. I don't know where they are.
I thought I gave you 2 tacos.
No, I just got this one.
So you started with the soft one.
I started soft, guys. James, Cat.
Thank you guys all for being here tonight.
On the floor, guys.
I'll clean it later. Let me go
What
back.
was that hit me?
This.
Was that a fan?
Christian says James Brown was a big influence on Nico, Jacko, true fact. I don't know who that is, do I? You having soup tonight, Sharon? What kind?
What kind of soup? Because we love soup.
Do you know where we wanted to go, but we didn't go? We were like, nah. I don't know that this is any healthier, though. You know where we wanted to go? To Liebman's.
We're going to go get some matzo ball soup and pastrami.
And we're like, nah, let's not go there. It's a long song, isn't it?
Hey, Lily, how you doing? I see Alicia's in the house. She's on her phone.
Hi, Lily. How are you? Hi, Karina. How you doing?
Karina, house. Here it is again.
James Brown. James Brown. Anyway, so Anthony wanted to call this Let's Talk About Nothing. Why, Aunt? Explain yourself.
Everybody always wants to talk about everything, but I like to talk about nothing.
Hi, Lori. How are you? Hello from she's in Canada.
But I settled on
Great to
chit
see you,
chat.
Lori.
Who's in chat?
Lori
That's
Meller
Lori
from
Meller.
Canada.
Oh, hi, Lori. Lori Meller's been with us before.
Mm-hmm.
But I settled on chit chat because Danette and I do love our chit chat.
Well, we don't shut up, so if you want to.
And like I said, I did like an experiment to see if something would work.
What do you mean? Oh, and it didn't. And it didn't work. Now you.
And it didn't work. That's why this isn't a members only.
That's right. You have to change it when we're done. Right?
So, it's all right.
One of baby Nathan's famous meals is Fellini pasta, Rayo's marinara, and burrata cheese. Well, he is smart.
Nah, that's a smart
He has good
toddler.
taste. And last night, Alan sent us a message saying he got the Boston cream yodel.
It's
Right
the
here.
Tom Tom Club Genius of Love.
All right, I got a
Lisa.
soft one now. I can't believe that it's still going.
It's called the long version.
Oh, good.
Tom Tom Club Genius of Love, the long version. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually did drop it. tomatoes
Okay, I'll
on
wash
the
it.
floor.
I'll clean it after. It's okay.
Danette's always so nice to me. You know how nice she is to me?
Well, you're nice to me, so there you go.
Jan Goodwin, how you doing,
Hi,
Jan
Jan.
Goodwin?
How are you?
And Lori Miller, what did Lori say? I'm going to read this because it's a little more up close for me. Thanks, guys. I'm newish to you too. Love your streaming and I like your vibe.
Oh, thank
I've
you.
even mostly watched not the lives. Thanks for metering me.
Extended dance mix. Thanks for what?
Metering me? I don't know what the phrase means.
It was
but
probably a typo.
a typo.
Okay, so the soft, what's in the soft is the same that's in the crunchy. See?
Exact same taco.
I just
different taco.
I just put the mild sauce on there.
Same filling, different taco.
So you and what was I gonna say? Alan said that the yodel tastes the same. Remember?
He thinks that Boston cream yodel tastes the same. It's too slight a Boston taste for it to be considered a different yodel. But I kind of like yodels, you know. So it's hard to take.
Hi,
away
Lou
a yodel.
It is a classic,
Lou
isn't it?
Wazoo. That song is a classic. It is indeed a classic.
It's still going. It's a little different now.
Tom Tom Club, which I believe the lead singer is Tina Weymouth, who was in the Talking Heads.
Thank you, Southern Belle. I think she meant
Bass player for the
mentioning I read
Talking Heads.
typos because I'm the typo queen. Oh, thank you, HC. And that makes more sense. Typo City here with me. Hey, us too. I time people out, and I put my finger on the thing and I time people out.
Yeah,
Hi,
that
Schmear. How are
happens.
you?
Bagel, Schmear, how you
Oh,
doing?
Heather's making spaghetti with
We got
basil, breadcrumbs,
Schmears in the house.
parmesan, and peas. Bring it over here.
Bring it over here. That sounds delicioso.
Anthony,
That sounds
what
tasty.
can you play now that won't
can
get
I
us
play
like
now?
shut down?
I don't know, like something like the wheels on the bus go round and round. Maybe I can play that. You know, I don't mind if it demonetizes the video. I just don't want it to get like freaking
You just don't want to get shut down. That's all.
I can't play those super classic songs, those old performers. I have a feeling those old performers. And I hesitate.
It wasn't just one song.
I'm
That
not
was the
25. I hesitate to call guys like Billy Joel old performers. But let's be honest, they're old performers. Those old performers, I think,
They're
are more
classics.
likely to kick you in the ass as far
They
as
want to get paid.
getting booted out of the freaking YouTubes. Well, so that just is a
They have
that
to
just
get paid
is a
too.
thing. I got no qualms about that.
Oh, I
Well,
love that. Salad
got
with grilled
booted
chicken
out.
and grilled shrimp.
I got booted out. No Ennio Morricone songs.
Thank goodness, Frank, that I didn't time you out.
Oh, you know what song I was surprised? That got the video blocked. One of many songs that would have blocked the video.
You want more?
I'll have one more.
Do you want
You-
both of these or just that one?
Just this one.
Okay.
One
Which
of
one?
many songs that that got us blocked. But you know which one I was a little surprised by was, oh, that's your fan. I was like, what is that?
You mean the noise?
I was surprised by was that Godfather tune.
Oh my God.
Speak softly, love, and hold me close against the.
We would zoom from the beginning. Don't eat that till you put a song on. I don't want to hear the crunch.
Oh, come on.
No crunch.
Yeah, she's so annoying, guys. She's annoying, but she's wonderful. All right, I'm gonna look for a song.
Hi, Daryl. How are you?
Is Daryl Janik? How you doing?
Yeah,
Daryl
he's from
Janik?
Chicago. Again,
Daryl Janik
I
from
went to
Chicago.
Starbucks. No decaf. This is
No
Americano,
decaf.
which is the only decaf they make. I don't get it.
No decaf.
Alan said the only difference I noticed was I started talking with a Boston accent.
Yes, that was the slight difference when you have the Boston cream yodel.
I prefer the regular one because I like the vanilla flavor better.
The best is yet.
Schmear says, Anthony, you guys know there is a YouTube library in here, right? I told him.
I know there's a YouTube library.
But it's hard to get to.
But if I played a YouTube over this, I don't have any time to look for that.
Thank you,
Danette
Schmear.
is going to be telling me, find something.
Virginia said, play. Virginia says it's more the record labels that are the greedy ones. I don't know if they're greedy. I don't know. Oh, this again? I don't know what the reasons are. I don't want to say anything because I don't know what the reasons are. Like, I don't think it's fair to like that the musicians don't get paid either. You know what I mean? Like, we're for doing the right thing, but.
But no, it's true. It is the record labels. The record labels would prefer that the performers don't get paid, and they do. As rich
Lori,
as performers appear to be.
That's why we're playing music. I don't want to hear any crunching.
As
I don't want
rich
to
as
offend anyone
performers
as it
appear
is
to
a
be,
meeting. We're not going to eat
sometimes
that much more. Okay.
It's like when you talk about baseball players and what they get paid.
Oh, God. Back to the baseball.
No, it's the thing. It's a performance. And people go, oh, look how much money they make. Yeah, they do. Look how much money the guys that pay them are making. The guys who do nothing.
Optimistically cynical. I don't like your language, so you're going to go on a timeout. How do I do that?
Put user in timeout.
There we go.
Choose a time.
About 10 minutes. Wow, that sounds like it's going lower.
Sometimes you gotta be flown to the moon, guys.
That's right.
So anyway.
Yeah, so when we played the
I?
opening, and he played the Godfather theme, we were doomed right from there. We didn't even know it.
The first song blocked the video.
You're welcome, Southern Belle. There's a lot of people in here, so it gets caught. It gets, you know. You like this song, HC?
You. We.
Oh, is this the whole... What is this? Oh, I love this song. You really think you could play this? Probably. Who doesn't love this song? Come on, guys. There are certain songs in the world that I think everybody loves, right?
Yes.
I could be wrong. My aunt doesn't like the Beatles, and that was from her time. Just doesn't like the Beatles, you know? But everybody's different, right? The Rat Pack. Oh no, that's okay, Virginia. It was quick. And there's a lot of people in here. Thank you, Sonia.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, you guys. You always do the best job, please. You love him, Jenny? This is a great song. Come on. What happened? Oh, you're done already.
I'm done already.
Look at that. Should we do a screenshot because we don't have one?
We could. Since it's not a members only stream, we might as well do a screenshot.
I think I like the opening though. I don't like this. I don't like this thumbnail at all. It sucks. Don't move your hands. Put your hands down. Hands out. No hands. Wait, how do I do that with no hands? Hold on. I don't like my hands.
Oh, for God's sake. What do you want it to float?
All right, smile, smile. Okay, that's good.
She wants to somehow telekinetically float a taco.
I had my kids draw us pictures to the lyrics of the song.
Jeez.
Oh, that's cool.
Who said that?
HC teacher, that is so cool. It's all
It's such a
copywritten music. Okay, so I guess
I know.
well, we're not going to get paid. I don't care about that. I just care about it.
Hope it doesn't get blocked. That's all.
I just don't want it to get blocked. You want to stop playing then? What's this?
I don't know.
I know I stand in line until you think you
Talk, Anthony.
Anyway, so as long as the video doesn't get blocked, I don't care
Is this
about
Sinatra
the
too?
music, about the payment
Is
thing.
this Sinatra too?
This is Sinatra, sure. Yeah, this is Sinatra also. I love the I love that song, the Satchmo song, the Louis Armstrong song. The Louis Armstrong house is actually in Queens.
Great, Shamir. What's in Queens?
Louis Armstrong house is in
Oh, yeah,
Queens.
yeah.
I'd like to visit that sometime.
Let's make it happen. You picked a great song, says HC.
practice every day to find some clever lines to
Christian says real men wear pink.
That's right.
Empanadas. Hi, Sandra.
But then I think I'll wait
I love this shirt.
evening gets late and I'm alone.
Hi, Diana. Hi, Steven.
Stephen Foxy in the house.
Steven, we played the Tom Tom Club before. All Genius. What is it called? Genius Love? What? I already forgot. What is it called? The Genius of Love? What is it
The
called?
Genius of Love. Genius of Love by the Tom Tom Club.
I don't know. Is his daughter singing with him?
No, it's called background singers.
Jenny asked.
I don't know. I don't know. Is that his daughter singing with
Maybe
him?
it is.
It could be. You never know, Jenny.
I don't know.
You never know.
Let me throw this out.
Hey! I just looked at the screen. I just looked up. You are correct, Reverend Jenny Osorio. You are correct. That is Nancy Sinatra with Frank. I did not know it. I didn't look at the screen. I apologize. But it is true. I had no clue. So, but I apologize anyway. You have better knowledge of Nancy's voice than I did.
That's it. I think Reverend Jenny gets the Genius Award.
Mark C in the house. How you doing, Mark C? And Nima
Mark.
Flowers. How's it going?
I got
Never
it.
know how much I love you.
Knocking at
Never
the
know
door.
how much I care.
Hello?
When you put your arms around.
Who is it?
My name is Transia. I'm on Verizon.
No, thank you. Bye. Put the song back on. Put the song back on. How did they get in the building? Hey, put the song back on. I'm serious.
I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me
They're selling fake internet service.
in the morning. A fever.
Hey, Reverend Jenny gets to be. Didn't she get on here before? Was she on here before?
She was on there
She's
before.
the very
You
first.
actually, Reverend
Number
Jenny,
2
you
winner.
are the very first
I light up when you
two-time winner of the Mort Lebowski Award.
You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight.
Fever!
In the morning. Fever all through the night.
Let's do 3 colors. Hold on.
Fever!
Everybody's got the fever. That is something.
Did you guys hear they're making a Queens themed Monopoly game? I did not hear that, Holla. Will they be able to put hotels right there at City Field, just like Steve Cohen wants to do?
When he put his arms around you, he said, Julie, baby, you're my flame. I'll give it fever.
You're welcome, Jenny.
Thank
Fever
you.
with thy flaming youth.
Viva!
I'm a fire.
I can hear them outside in the hall, like talking to people that actually open the door. Sally Scipio, how you doing?
Hi, Sally.
Captain Smith and Pocahontas had a very mad
Danette is
fight.
doing a lot of work on the trophy,
When a
Reverend
daddy tried
Jenny.
to kill him, she
Excuse
said,
me.
Daddy, oh, don't you dare give me fever. With his kisses, fever when he holds me tight. Fever.
Please put the music back on. I don't want to hear these people.
I'm his missus. Oh, Daddy, won't you treat him right? Now you've listened to my story. Here's the point that I have made.
Did you ever hear people
Chicks
that
were
just
born to
screaming at
give
the
you
top of their
fever.
lungs outside
Be
the
it
door?
Fahrenheit or centigrade, they give you fever. When you kiss them, fever, if you live, you learn. Fever, till you sizzle. What
I bought the colored one so we could put a little magic in it.
Yes, Reverend Jenny. Yes.
Yeah, she is the Jenny. Ass. What is happening? Someone got in the building and they're trying to sell something, so they're knocking on all the doors. But I don't open the door. I ask through the door, "Who are you? What is going on? I'm not really sure." That's the neighbor. Yes, yes, Alan, that's her. Wait, Oleg said apocalypse outside? Yeah, pretty much. You don't have to play the music anymore unless you want some. You can put a little jazz in the background like the last
Try
time.
and put a little something.
Now let's talk.
A little something, something.
Alan, you got that right. That's who's out there right now. You can hear them over the music, Lisa?
Yes.
No, we're not getting robbed. See if they want tacos. Oh my God, it's definitely live when someone knocks at your door. Oh, thank you, Stephen. Where you going? Oh. We're gonna play some jazz in the background. I'm always sweating. I can't stop sweating. Oh my God, shut up. Nobody cares. Shut up. No one cares.
You can hear it. You can hear it over there. Jehovah Witnesses, or they
No, they're selling
selling
internet
internet
service.
service. They're selling internet service, which they can't do in this building.
Anthony.
They can't do anyway, really. They don't solicit.
All right, so let's talk.
So let's talk. Let's talk. 101 people joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a playlist going in the background. It's not a
crack you
playlist.
up.
It's not a playlist. Wait, in case someone at YouTube is listening, it's not a playlist. It's not a playlist. Remember, I'm deciding what to order for dinner, says Alan.
Alan, get some
Some
tacos.
tacos.
Get some tacos, dude. Oh, what else do they get ordered?
Apparently it's Taco
What else?
Thursday.
Oh no, Sheer.
What did Shmir
She
say?
said she's laughing. Hi, LAB. She's laughing so hard the coffee went through her nose. I know, Jenny. That's what I said. And how do you get through the building? You have to be like buzzed in. And we have a
on the
pic-
door.
we-
And
Shut up. Oh, thank God she turned out.
then they knock on the door of someone who goes,
And when you
Right
when
at
you
the
buzz
door.
somebody in, you can see them through. We have the camera. I don't let people in. I don't play that. I used to live in a house. Then I lived here. Always lived in a house till I lived here. And if I don't see a face, and that's what I hate. I hate that other people let people in. They shouldn't. They shouldn't do that. You don't know who's coming in the building. So I look at the front door here as my front door, like in the house. That's all right. That's okay, Joe. Thank you for being here
That's
anyway.
all right,
Don't
Joe.
apologize. It's quite all right.
Guys-
Hi, Desi Des. How are you?
Did you ever know
You
somebody?
could put the music back on if
Did
you
you
want.
ever know somebody? Did you ever
Wait,
feel
what did George
like
say? The meat
eyes
sweets.
were
The meat
watching you?
sweats.
Did you-
Eyes
did-
were watching.
Watching you, like from the backdrop. Did you ever know
No,
somebody
HC.
that would
It's
eat-
somebody from
Do you ever
outside. It's
know
the
anybody
company. Whatever
that
the company. I
ans-
don't want to
that
say
answers
the company. The company who, I'm sorry, Anthony. It's the company.
She's sorry.
I mean, this is probably really a company because she was talking to them, but how do you know? You don't know who's.
How do you know they were
And it's not
company?
like a police officer where you could see the badge. It's just a company. That's
Which
all.
could be fake too.
Which could be fake.
You
They
could
dress
go to
regular.
Party City and
I mean,
get
they
good
could
costume.
wear their ID, but I didn't see any ID, and it doesn't matter. I'm not
It's fake.
dealing with them. Good.
These are fake people.
What were you gonna
Did you
say?
ever know anybody? He's one. Did you ever know
Let's take the
anybody
live to the hall. That's where the action is.
live to the whole? That's right.
That's where the craziness
Did you ever know
is.
Did you ever know anybody that could answer the door like this?
Russian,
Oh, hello. How are you? Oh,
Thank you,
hello.
Sonia.
I'm very happy to meet you. And then suddenly turn
Solar?
around and go, shut up, or else I'm gonna throw you through a window. And then they go.
What's
like this.
solar? Is that like what is
Solar
solar?
panels, probably.
Oh, solar panels. Duh. I'm such a genius. Oh
Solar
my
panel.
God.
Does anybody know?
Karina, I like your new emoji. That's cute.
Is that Karina
Yeah.
has a new emoji?
Did you see
in
Kayana's
town?
yet? I would put up a sign that
Kiana
says,
Marie,
"You knock
how
my
you
door,
doing?
I break your
I
face."
see Desi in the house. Yeah, I put on a sign. I break your face.
Exactly. Don't let anyone in. If you want new service, you will call and order it. Exactly.
okay,
I'm not
'cause
going to
that-
give out my private
That's right.
information.
That's
Hey,
right. See,
listen,
Hala
serious.
remembers- Hala
Well, that was
remembers.
April who said
That's
that.
why they have
what did
insurance.
Carla say? Oh, that's why they have insurance.
That's why they have insurance.
Aren't you gonna, put some stuff down or
You're gonna put any salt down in
in the
case one of
snow?
us slips and
Solar
breaks
panels.
an
You know,
arm?
Stephen, I'm a little
In case
slow.
one of us slips and breaks his arm.
That's
No,
why I
that's
have
why I have
insurance.
insurance. Why would I care about you breaking
Losers.
an arm? Why would I care about you breaking an arm? You're poor. That's what they say. They think it. Even
And if
when they
someone
don't say
ever,
it.
if anyone calls you and asks you, even if you think it's legit, but they called you, you didn't call them, and asked you if you want to, upgrade something or whatever, and you really do have their service, you say, okay, I'm not interested right now, but if I am interested, I'll call you back. And they'll say, no, hang up on them.
Danette knows really well how to say no to stuff.
I mean, I'm not afraid. I'm not
She's
afraid.
good at saying no.
As a matter of fact, that happened to me today. We live in an apartment. This is so ironic.
We live in an apartment.
We live in an apartment. I got a call today. I still have the number on my phone.
There are many things we don't need as
Like,
apartment dwellers.
exactly.
Like aluminum siding, new boilers.
Oh my God, Alan just ordered Taco Bell.
Guys call us up and, there are many things you don't need when you live in an apartment. I'm sure everybody
Yeah,
in
you're
here
right,
knows
April.
that.
We do the same
Like
thing.
there's certain things you don't need. Like you don't need a new boiler.
You don't need,
a hot water
aluminum
heater.
siding.
You don't need aluminum siding.
You don't need anything that's house needed.
You don't need you don't need your front porch painted. There's a
That's
lot of
right.
things
They
you
can
don't
leave the
need as an
information.
apartment
There's so
dweller.
many scammers out there. You have no idea. And they are what they call pretexters. They're called phishing. There's so many different things. And so this girl called and she said, "Hi, how are you, Mrs. my last name?" I said, "Who's this?" So immediately I get on the defensive. "Who's this?" "Well, am I speaking to?" "No, who's this? Who are you?" And I could hang up, right? But I've seen this number before, so I don't want her to call me anymore. But every time I answer it, there's nobody there. So I'm like, on alert,
They call all the time.
And
They
I
call
go,
me,
"Where are
too.
you from?" And they said they're from heating and whatever, and said that you're from your maintenance. You need something fixed in your home. And I said, "Is what you're selling to a
You
house?"
need your gutters cleaned.
I said,
Like that.
"Where did you get my number from?" She don't answer. I said, where did you get my number from? Come on, what's the matter? You can't answer that? What happened? You cat got your tongue? Can't answer? Where did you get my number from? This is the way I'm talking to her. Boop, hung up. I called her right back. She answered. She goes, blah, 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 blah. Whoever she is, I said, where? Let's try this again, but this time don't hang up. Where did you get my number from? Boop, hangs up.
She hung up again.
And the only reason why I'm doing that is I don't want her to call me again because I've gotten that number. I've seen it on my caller ID. So that's that. But normally I tell people, just hang up the phone, say I'm not interested, don't answer. Don't even say it's you. If they go, hello, is this April, whatever, don't answer, don't say yes. The minute you say yes, they know what your number is. They know how to contact you. You don't even have to give them any information. They already know they've got your number. So don't give them anything. Just hang up the phone. I'm sure you guys know that already. Anyway, sorry, I just got a little
because you never know, right, guys?
My friend who was blind always got called for a car insurance.
Oh, the car insurance guys are the the car insurance
Swanky
guys.
music.
And don't forget the car insurance guys, and don't forget this one. The one that's the call that says your extended warranty on your car is about to expire.
Steven says
you have only 12 days to
re-up give me a break.
Oh my God,
Steven
my extended warranty's gonna expire.
Anthony does that too. They say, okay, he'll talk to the door and say, okay, leave it on the floor, please, thank you. And then like Steven said, when the people on the phone say, who's this? I say, I don't know, I can't see you. I have finished squeak cheese and cloudberry jam, Irma says. That sounds delicious. But what are you going to do? Put it on like a bread or what do you...
She's got the squeak cheese.
What is
What do you do with the squeak cheese?
Are you just putting the jam on the cheese or are you having bread with it?
Why is it called squeak cheese is what I want to know.
Why is any cheese called any cheese? Does that make sense? What
Somebody
you just
has
said?
to make up a name, I guess.
I think I figured out what the fuss was about in the hall. Some idiot tracked in the building with sticky shoes. Who could it be?
That's right. It was me.
I block unknown numbers, the robocalls. Yeah, you can do that. Companies sell your number. Makes me furious. Isn't that annoying?
Please put me on your no calls list, City Emerald.
Wow, April, that's a good idea. Hi, Emerald City.
Emerald City, City Emerald.
Yeah, Anthony sold me this portable fan. He bought it for me for Christmas.
Yeah, that's the one. That was one
Hi,
of
Joe.
Danette's Christmas presents.
Again, no, I eat only cheese and jam. Sounds delicious.
It still sounds good. That sounds good. They said, Joe's back again.
Yeah, right. It is like real, Lori. Yeah, sells your information. You got to be careful. I get a phone call to say AT&T have them about 23 years. Oh, yeah, got mail about a card that I do not have. Yeah, a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. It's your
What's the one that
expire.
What's the one that sounds like it's a real thing and then you look it up and it's always fake? What is it? Do you remember?
Oh, the one that we used to get was the classics. The one that says they're from Windows Security.
Oh, Windows Security.
Because Windows is a company, not.
Steven
Windows
says,
is not the company. Microsoft is the company.
Steven says,
no such
you don't
thing.
want to say hi. With artificial intelligence, they can capture your voice and say you agreed to buy something. Oh, I didn't even realize that. So if you don't recognize the name, the number, then don't say hi, or don't answer it, right?
There's a lot of things you
No, we have a buzzer, Lisa, and we have a little TV screen so you can see who comes in.
But there'll always be somebody that just lets somebody in.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody will ring the thing and I'll look on the thing and it'll go, can you let me in? And one night
Medicare
I
sells
went
your
like
number
this.
to insurance.
One night I went like this. The guy said, it was a person that said they were a cop. And I couldn't recognize any uniform. I just got out of bed. I went like this. I don't know who you are, Mac. And I turned it off. I turned off the thing and went back to bed.
Oh, that was the middle of the night.
That was the middle of the night.
I think it's time for a little heat. Look at the size of this. Strawberry. Look at the size of this.
Strawberry.
You keep it in the refrigerator, Sonia. Sonia bought this for us. You want one, Anthony? It's nice and cold.
All right, I'll take it.
Hi, Brenda. How are you? That's great that you have it also. I have a buzzer to the building. Yeah, but people let people in. I don't answer unknown calls. Just hang up. No, I agree. I agree with you. I have gotten calls saying my car insurance has expired. I don't even drive. See? Hi, Mima Flowers. How are you?
That's
Yeah, it is nasty. People are just, you know, some of these people. What else do we have? Yes, Shmear, we could see you. We could see you. What did you want to say? Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice?
Oh, Danette and Anthony.
What kind of chocolate do you both like? I like dark chocolate, but I like any chocolate. I'm a chocolate lover.
For Danette,
Sonia
it could
is
be
the best.
anything. Like any kind of chocolate.
You're all the best. What are we talking about?
I
Oh,
don't remember.
Alan, what did you order?
Alan got the Taco Bell.
Oh,
What did you get
Desi,
from the
lint is
Taco Bell,
delicious.
guys? Lint,
That's what I
really
use.
do love lint.
Lint and
what, Sean?
Ghirardelli when I make the bar.
I like Ghirardelli. Those are the two that Danette likes to use for the barks. That is true, right? Mm-hmm. I like Ghirardelli, and Danette likes. We both like lint and Ghirardelli. I like Cadbury. She doesn't really like Cadbury.
I could eat it if it's plain. I don't like the Cadbury things. So.
She doesn't like all the
I mean, that's not
stuff in
true.
it.
I like Cadbury. I like the Cadbury with the caramel.
She does.
Certain things.
I have these right now in the.
Oh, do you, Lisa? These right
cabinet.
here? The
Going to
lint?
join with you. With
The lint? Hey, Anthony, maybe I should do another live stream at home and make like my Easter eggs and my bark. I'll do an Easter bark.
That's it.
I think I'm going to do that. You guys
could
want to
do
see
that.
that? Easter
Would you
bark.
want to see something for
and Easter eggs.
bark-wise? And Easter
Do like
eggs?
a little Easter theme. Like we
Little
didn't do
Easter
that.
theme. We haven't done it. Did we do it last year? We did, right?
Mm-hmm.
We did. But last year, what happened
It was
was
the
we
first
did
of
it.
the
It was
month.
the first of the month. So it was like just before the Easter parade situation came on.
But I didn't want to do it the first of the month because Easter's the last day of the month and it's so far away. It wasn't very Eastery. It was right after my birthday.
Yeah.
I feel Eastery.
This year, it's kind of odd the way.
Oh, Desi,
Thank you so much, Des.
Mwah.
Always nice to see you, says Desi Des, for the $4.99 super chat. We really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Des. Desi Des for the win. Thank
Desi
you
Des, that's
very
incredibly
much.
generous of you. Thank you so much. You always send $4.99 super chats. I think almost every time. It's so generous. You don't have to do that, but we do appreciate it. Look at that. Strawberries and cream. That's what it's called. Limited edition. And Lisa has one. Irresistibly smooth. They are.
They are irresistibly smooth. We like to put them in the fridge because
I
here's
like
one of the
everything in the
reasons. We have
fridge.
multiple reasons. We love the chocolates in the fridge.
Yeah,
like for especially Danette. Danette even more than I do. But here's the thing: our apartment is very warm.
So
And
hot.
chocolate gets molten in here if you leave it out in the wrong spot. I mean, literally, you open up the package and you go, what's going on here?
Oh my goodness, Alan just sent another membership. Thank you, Alan.
A gift
Mwah.
membership
Thank
from
you so
Alan
much.
at LAB.
LAB.
Gets the gift.
Yay.
That you have gotten the gift. Thank you,
Woo.
Alan. And welcome aboard,
Hi,
LAB.
Brittany. That would be so fun. I'm definitely going to do it
Welcome,
now.
Britt.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome,
Hi, Breezy.
LAB.
Oh, look at Breezy. Put all the Easter stuff down.
Thank you.
What did Alan
Hey,
say
is-
he ordered? Hi, Greg. How are you? Greg B is here.
Alan said he ordered some. Greg B,
HC
how
thinks
you
I
doing?
should do the bread dough thing. Oh, maybe I should. I don't know. I'll try.
With the
I'll
log
see.
bread?
No, she's saying, the Easter
bread dough?
bread with the hard-boiled egg that we
Oh, the
talked
thing
about.
with the bread with the hard.
Maybe I could do like
thing?
a fast version, like get it already made or something. The braid. I don't know.
No,
Well,
I don't
I'll
think so.
figure
I
it
don't
out.
know how it works.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we gotta figure it out. You know what it is? It's all
Congratulations, LAB. Yes.
about. It's partially about scheduling, guys. When we can schedule to get things done. What did Lori say? I saw
Lori.
Lori had a.
Up or down.
Yeah, there she is. What
The
did he say?
big phone scam here is they ask you a question where you should say yes, like it is your name, whatever. So
Yeah,
yes,
that's
what we were.
that's
yeah.
one that happens all the time. That's true.
Yeah, you don't want to answer any questions, but Alan, I'm not Alan. Stephen brought up a good point that they could get your voice. And God
Turkey
knows.
hot dogs with horseradish mustard.
And fresh chopped pickles, baked beans. David has his with horseradish mustard and sauerkraut, Brenda said. That sounds good.
I like that truffle mustard that Danette bought.
I don't like it.
But Danette hates it. She bought it. I like it. She hates it. But that's the way things usually work
Reverend
out.
Jenny puts chocolate mints in the freezer.
Oh, that sounds good.
What did you
actually.
guys make with that boiled chicken? Chicken salad. Anthony made it. He put...
Yeah, I made chicken salad.
What's the name of that apple?
A Granny Smith
Granny
apple.
Smith apple and celery.
I chopped up Granny and celery.
And mayonnaise. It was
and
delicious.
mayonnaise
Oh my
with,
God, it was so
with
good.
The picked through
okay,
chicken
see.
that was left over. And I turned it into chicken salad. It actually was really good.
It was delicious.
Part of our
I think
lunch
that's why
and
we didn't
dinner
eat a
or
lot of
whatever
soup.
on Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, we didn't eat a lot of
So-
soup because we ate that. I mean, there's so much food from that one thing, and everything
That
I
one
got,
pot.
every single thing I got for that, everything was $48, I believe, almost $50.
Because really, the
And there's extras, you know, I have
the
more.
chicken is to make the soup, but it doesn't require a whole.
Yeah,
chicken
I
with
realize now
a
you
whole
don't need to-
chicken, the meat from a whole chicken
No,
in the
I
soup.
didn't use all that chicken.
Because
no.
the soup also has the meatballs, so it
It's
doesn't
too much.
require
It's
it
a
at
lot
all.
of food. You could freeze it too. Alan ordered 2 Chalupa Supreme combo. It comes with a crunchy taco too. Ooh,
Sounds
the
good.
crunchy's good. I like the crunchy
The
one.
chalupas are good. You know what the net always liked from Taco
Lori said,
Bell?
like, I don't say yes to anybody asking you something. They use that yes for you buying something. Yeah, but also you're acknowledging. It's not just that you're buying anything. When you say yes, even if is this Anthony or whatever, and you say yes, then they know your number. You're acknowledging that that's your phone number, that's where they reach. So then from there, they can, find other information.
Exactly.
My
Danette's
voice
got
is
it.
copyrighted. They would be blocked, says Hala.
That's why I can't sing. I have a copyright on my own voice. I get copyright claims
Oh my
to my
God,
own.
Virginia.
I sing and copyright claims come to my own channel. I defeat my own purpose.
You do. You defeat
I
your
do.
own purpose.
I defeat my own
HC
purpose.
says, yes,
Bring
my,
it in here,
my
Anthony.
sister had her whole ID taken, had to get a company to manage now. She thinks was from Indeed company. Wow. Sometimes they call and say, is this, and say your name. That's crazy. Yeah, you don't answer them. Hang up. Don't even answer them. You're actually not protected if you give them any info. That's right.
Exactly.
Laws have changed. That's right, Heather. Instead of a lobster roll, how about a chicken salad roll for you guys?
That
I
would
actually
probably
had it
taste
on
good.
a
And
wrap.
I had it on a wrap, and it was
I get the low
delicious.
carb wraps because I
And
only want a
use
thin wrap. I don't like the
use
thick ones.
Levy's rye bread.
Yeah, he uses Levy's rye bread.
We have 2 loaves of Levy's rye bread, right?
All right, I just bought another one
We
today.
bought another one because the dates are so far away. We had a full day ahead of us. First of all, guys,
It was a company.
I've been like
Fake company.
slightly under the weather. I've
Yeah.
caught a cold or something, and like I woke up
He has a
on
viral
one of the
infection.
days, and I had a sore throat, like out of the clear blue sky, a couple of days
It is
ago.
scary,
You know,
Brandon.
right after the live stream, the next day I woke up and like I had a sore throat. It came out of nowhere. I don't know what that was all about, and like I went to the doctor yesterday. And
Hi, Choppy.
Choppy in the house. How you doing, Monica? Went to the doctor, had the examinations because you don't want to take it. You want to take chances. It's no COVID, so I still continue my 100%,
Wow.
COVID free
That's awful, Virginia.
situation since the age of COVID began. I'm still 100% COVID free. Never caught it even once. The only one of the two of us that never caught it even once.
I still can't believe I got it.
I can't believe she
Because
got
Anthony
it.
and I
didn't.
have been completely vaccinated, like all of them. The boosters, everything. We just get them all. Right, Aunt?
Yes. And I've never had it. Like my streak is still.
Matzo ball heals everything. That's right.
Matzo ball
We don't
heals
have any
everything.
matzo balls. We have meatballs.
My streak.
I can make
continues.
matzo balls, but I'd rather.
So I had to
not.
go get the. What do you call it? I got the mucinex. I got this stuff called viscous lidocaine fluid to swish in my mouth for the sore throat. It's horrifying. It tastes like when they say it's viscous, they ain't kidding. It's like it's basically a bottle of slime. It's a bottle of medicine.
Nobody wants to hear this, Sam.
It's very viscous.
It's very viscous.
It's very viscous.
All right, everyone, go watch Choppy's new video. Oh, that's right, we missed it today.
Right, we missed it.
Oh, I gotta see
I
it.
didn't see Choppy's new
Thank
video.
you, Masanya, for reminding me.
Thank you. Nita's cooking show. Hey, Nita.
Hi, Nita. How are you?
How you doing?
Are you getting the new one for COVID? Is there a new one already?
Is there a new one?
I feel like we just got it 2 months ago.
If there is, we probably will, but
yeah.
I don't know.
I was shocked. I don't know. I never heard. Oh, the new COVID kind. Yeah, probably. I was shocked I got COVID in Maine after living with 8 million people in New York City. See, that's the thing about it. You don't know when you're going to get it. Where you're going to get it.
It's such a wacky.
Who are you going to get it from?
It's such a wacky infection that you could get it. You could be in a
Daryl,
packed crowd in a packed room and not
matzo
catch
ball
it.
soup
You
is
could
the
just
best.
like
That's my
freaking
favorite.
like go and like
You
visit
knew
a
again.
cousin like and be nowhere near anybody and then you caught it. This is just the way it is. You don't know. You don't know what the heck's gonna happen. Do a demo, Anthony. Show us that. Show us the medicine. I'll show you the viscous fluid.
No,
I should
don't
pour
do it. Do not do it.
I
It's
should
gross.
pour it. Man, is it thick.
Kiana says I got COVID in
like
October and I
horrible
was so
pancake
angry I
syrup.
managed to avoid all this time. That's like us. You don't know what I did. I was cleaning my. I mean, it was stupid. We didn't know back then, but I was cleaning my fruit with like soap. It was
They
ridiculous.
had the soap and water fruit thing going on, and the spraying everything.
Yes,
and the
thank you
things
for
and
reminding us,
and the
Desi.
gloves on everything.
If you're in the USA, on Sunday, you're going to turn your clocks
Correct the
1
window.
hour ahead. So then we get more sunlight, right?
I like the more sunlight. I like
So
the
do
more
I.
sunlight, guys. I am pro sunlight.
Yeah, you
As
could have
you
had
may
it and
know.
never known, Hal said. That's true. You never
Yeah,
know.
I could have had it and never known, but so far, so far my streak lives. Now, when Danette had it, you knew she had it.
As
were
far
like-
as I know.
Danette was like, I can't possibly have it. And I was going, I have a feeling you got COVID.
The nurse said
She
you
was-
got it before I took the
she
test.
sat down.
She
on the
wanted to know my
chair
symptoms.
At the doctor's office. She sat down in the chair. She said hello.
That's true,
And the
Lisa.
nurse went like this. Oh, you have COVID. And you said, like, Danette goes, what? How do you know? She said, I hear it in your voice. That's that voice.
Yeah, I had like.
She said, you have a COVID voice. I was like,
what?
There's a COVID
You don't even know
voice?
what I sound like. I never met you
She
before.
went like this. She took a step back
Airing
and
out
said,
the mail,
oh,
wiping
you
down the
have COVID.
groceries. Yeah.
And then she tightened her mask a little bit. Said, oh, you have COVID. I was like, oh, she does? She was very tired. That was Danette's main symptom.
Oh, I didn't
Something
realize there was a
to
new
get
one
out of bed.
already. Actually, we're going to go to our primary care physician soon. I'll ask her about it.
And we'll chit-chat with her about
Yeah.
it. Just like we're chit-chatting with you, we like to go to our doctor and chit-chat with
Oh
her
my
about it.
God! Anthony
that?
told our doctor a story once, and she was doubled over. I'm the serious one, and Anthony's
No,
the one
I
with the
did it-
comedy.
I'm the
oh
comedy
my
person.
God! This
She
doctor
goes
was
to the
doubled
doctor and it's like
over.
when Danette is
I'm
at the
like, what
doctor's
is going
office,
on in the room
it's
with
all
him?
seriousness. It's all debt and destruction.
I bring the
It's all
blood
like she
test
brings
results.
blood tests.
I'm very
She's talking
serious about it. I want to make sure everybody's okay.
When Danette talks to her doctor, to
I
our
can't
doctor,
help it.
It sounds like you can actually hear a soundtrack
Hey,
in
listen,
the back
safety
of her. You know
comes
that
first.
dramatic soundtrack, like a Gregorian song?
Let me just wait. Sidebar. Just for any of these people that think that I don't have. Hold on. Sidebar. For all those people who think that we don't use a mat in the tub, we always use a mat in the tub. We
do
change
use
it
a
like
mat.
every 3 months. I have extra spares because we change them so much.
She just needs a mat
it's-
on the side of the tub.
I had my leg up
Where she
because I
puts
was
her foot
cleaning.
on.
I do it every single day, never slipped before, so it had nothing to do with the mat. Nat. That's all I wanted to say. Tell your story. Oh, you want to read something? Wait.
What? Been having issues with
Robitussin was a
YouTube?
naturals cough syrup with honey. It tastes like a prune syrup. I've had a little cold for 3 days. Oh, I hope you feel better, Brenda.
Thinking the
All my boxes
citrus
got
one.
soaked in saga. I read Pale Rider, the book about the one in 1920. My great grandma died from that one. Oh my God.
That's that was the plague in 1920, the flu epidemic. What do you say? It's been having
What
issues.
do I put
morning
as the
updates,
phone number for the
messed-
Amazon phone number?
Messed up thing.
Oh, Shmia, thank you so much. That's so nice of you. You could just put your phone number. That's okay. Oh, our number? No, you don't have to put our number. Been having issues with YouTube app. This morning's updates messed me up. Really, George? Did I read that right, Anthony? She wants to know a question. What do I put as the phone number for the Amazon phone number when you pick up Amazon?
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know.
I actually
You don't have
know
to
the
put our
answer to
number
that.
though if you're sending us something.
I don't think.
I have an appointment
If
with-
Amazon, if you send us something and you put you could probably just
You could
just
put your
phone
number, and if you need to
and
reach us,
they'll-
you just send us an email.
just send us an
Desi
email.
says, I have an appointment with my general physician this month, so I will ask her about the new COVID. So am I. We're going to go
Yeah, I'm
soon.
gonna do that.
Thank you,
Danette,
Virginia, for telling us.
As the
Danette
next
needs a
there's
show.
sidebars. There's the sidebars. And
Not
the
enough
sidebars
human
goes
trials?
like
I have
this.
to figure it out. I
I
have
did.
to
I
find
told
out.
Danette, like I said, when Danette talks to the doctor, yeah, I can go back now. I can go back to my sidebar. Is it all right? Can I move back? Can I take a step back?
Just go ahead. I'll
Can
shut
I
up.
step back
Go
on the
ahead.
sidebar? Go ahead.
But if people write something, I might have to answer
Let me
them.
tell you, I've been
Just put
like,
your own phone
I
number,
just wanna
Shmia.
tell
That's
you
all. It's
guys,
okay.
I'm gonna ask Danette for like.
Yeah, it has
the
to be
total-
done, Desi.
This is a double sidebar. I'm gonna ask Danette eventually how much I can tell you anyway. But like lately, I've watched a lot of our old videos. I've been watching a lot of our old videos.
Oh,
and
I got
there's
it
a
on
reason.
top message. Hold on. All this time I'm missing messages. I'm like, why doesn't that make sense? Oh
All
my
right, live
God, I'm
chat,
so
all
stupid.
Messages, all
I'm
messages.
so
lately,
dumb. I'm sorry, guys. We miss messages
I'm
when we
sorry,
don't have
guys, and Danette is interrupting me
I'm
again.
so sorry.
That's all right.
I feel bad.
I love this girl.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lori's a
Ricky.
nurse, a retired nurse.
Retired nurse. It's
wow.
good to know. We know who
guys
to
are
ask
special
for
people.
medical and
Put
medical
your own number and I
information.
don't put anything at all.
Don't tell me.
George!
Put your own number. And George doesn't put anything on it.
Oh my God, Lori.
George,
Don't bathe with a hairdryer.
don't bathe with hair dryer.
All right, go ahead. Tell your story. Go ahead.
But the double sidebar is lately, and
I
there's
wish
a
I couldn't
reason.
taste
I
my
may
food.
tell
Maybe
you
I wouldn't
guys the
eat so
reason.
much.
But lately, I've been watching a lot of our old videos. Here, refresh that again. I don't know why our.
Oh, hold on a minute, guys.
Okay, we're back in
That's
town.
better.
Lately, I've been like doing a lot, like watching a lot of our old videos.
Thank
and
you,
I find
HC. I don't
myself
know who you're
going like
talking
this.
about, but
I
thank
have
you.
no clue how
the
many
doctor?
times. You have no clue how many times Danette says "go ahead." I had no clue until I started
did I.
watching the old videos.
I said it in
and
the
now-
store today. I
and
said,
now
"Go ahead."
I can't unhear it. Every time she talks on one of our old videos, she's telling me "go ahead." It's like she wants, like I'm like at the starting line
I'm
of
lost
a
too,
foot
April.
race.
I don't know what's going on.
It's like I'm at the starting line of a foot race.
Oh,
and
you're
she's
asking
constantly
us.
going, "Go ahead."
No, we were at a doctor's appointment once, a regular routine
A regular
appointment.
routine doctor's appointment. And like I said,
And she
His
comes
goes.
in, we go to the same doctor. She comes into my room after she sees him and she's like this, "Oh, Anthony had me die," and she has a hand on our side.
Oh my God.
She's like, "Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh
and then
my
he did,
God,
and then he did this. And, he should be on stage.
my
He's
God.
so funny.
I can't.
Oh my God." I'm like, "Oh my God."
She said,
I'm like,
I
"What?"
was in the room when I came
like,
in.
"What?"
I was like, "Thank you very much. I'm going to be here all
I
week."
said, "Oh, he told you the story about when blah blah blah," and she goes, "Yeah."
She goes,
I said,
"He
"I didn't think
started
it was
telling me
funny.
the
He scared the
story."
crap out
She
of
goes,
me."
"I didn't think it was funny. I'm my doctor, Dr. Yee. She's my doctor."
Pack go. We ate
My
pork
doctor-
tenderloin with mushrooms and noodles and mashed potatoes and broccoli for dinner. Well, good going, Pat. That sounds delicious.
Who had
Pat,
broccoli?
Pat Go. We ate pork
Oh, Pat
tenderloin
Go. I haven't
with
seen Pat
mushrooms
Go.
and noodles and mashed potatoes with broccoli. Love mashed
Sounds
potatoes.
delicious.
All right, go ahead.
So our doctor, we see her all the time.
You need a head jar.
We've had her for years, but like I said, Danette is very serious when she sees a doctor. So like she's
Oh,
the
that's so
opposite.
cool, Virginia. Thank you.
So the doctor came in, like she said.
Hi, the ABX girl. Sorry.
She said the doctor came in and she's like, "Oh my God!"
She was
it's too
leaning
much."
over her
She's
side.
leaning up. I
I'm
went
like,
like
that
this. I
wasn't
told her
funny.
like she
I'm like,
almost.
what did you tell her?
I said I came in after that, and she's still in the office, and she said like, "Oh my God, good." I said, "Oh," she said to Danette, "Oh my God." I said, "Did you tell her?" I went like this to the doctor, and I said to the.
What was so funny? Did you bring the pinky ring to the doctor?
I brought the pinky ring to the doctor. I told her the thing.
my
I went
God.
like this, and I said, "Hey, Kathy, how you doing?"
Yes, I admire RNs too.
Here's
And
it
teachers.
goes. She goes like this. And Danette says, I went like this. I came
Hi,
in.
Carol. Hi, CAK. Hi, Kathy. How are you?
This is the difference between me and a doctor and Danette and a doctor.
I'm really serious.
Danette is so
I
serious.
don't play games.
But
I want to
walk
know what's
in-
going on.
I walk in after she's still laughing. And I walked in with the doctor and I went like this. Did you tell her you? I said to the doctor, I said, "Did you tell her you almost fell on the floor?" And she said, "I forgot. I told her I almost fell over. I grabbed the table." I said, she grabbed the table. She almost literally, she was
I'm like,
laughing
what's going
so
on
hard.
in your room? In my room,
She
it's
was
all
laughing
freaking
so
serious.
hard. She went like this, tried to grab the table. She grabbed onto my knee to hold herself up from falling down.
Did you tell them the story?
Oh my God. Oh
Did you
my
ever
God.
tell them the story?
I don't think I ever told you the story that I told the
Oh my
doctor.
God. Oh my God.
I told
All
the
right,
doctor
so
the
I'm going to
story.
say where we were so you don't go into details. And I'm going to tell you my version of what I heard that day, waiting in the waiting room, okay? So Anthony went to Jesus, I was just going to say it.
Danette tells the
Cardiologist.
story without any words. That's the
All right,
title
so
of this new
Anthony
video.
comes out of the cardiologist
Oh, wait a
because...
minute. Are we buffering?
No,
We're
come
not.
on.
It doesn't look like we're buffering.
Yeah, but it went down.
What's up with this with this connection?
Hold on. Did you use Prism?
Yeah. Both.
All right, listen. I'm in the waiting room. Anthony goes that day for whatever day. It was years ago. He went for a stress test, right? So the stress test where you go on a
Treadmill. Comedy, guys. Comedy. This is all rehearsed, you know.
no. So you sound louder, okay? So he gets on he did the treadmill one, right? And so a nurse comes out before he comes out, and she's like, "Your husband fell," and I'm like, "What?" Wait, let me read this. Maybe that's why Danette fell in the shower. Anthony had her laughing like the doctor. So anyway, the nurse said, "Your husband fell." I was like, "What? Is he okay?" She's like, "Yeah, he scared us there for a minute." And then the doctor comes out and tells me, because we all know each other, right? And then Anthony, I'm like, "Anthony, are you okay?" Then he said, "Yeah, they're telling me to sit for a moment because, well, I'm not going to tell the rest." And then I was like, "You scared the shit out of me. You okay?" Like I was worried for like hours. And then you tell the story now. Tell the story the way you told
Alan's
her.
food has arrived.
Yes. Did you get any of these? Make
Tell
sure you
the
got
story.
some of these.
Well, this
Yeah.
is the story. Like they said.
I know,
Like they
Steven.
said, from Danette's standpoint, it sounded
Still
very.
very noble, Lori. Good.
From Danette's standpoint, it all sounded very tragic. Like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell it the way it is.
Because of the way you fell. You gotta tell the story.
You tell them that
I
fell?
didn't tell them
You
the
didn't
way you
tell them.
fell, but
So
you
we
didn't
did the
fall like a
treadmill.
regular person.
I didn't fall like a regular
That's
person.
why it's
That
funny.
wasn't what happened. I
That's
did
why
not
it's
fall like
funny.
a regular. It's not like I tripped or something.
Tonight's
I
secret
tripped
word
getting on the
is
thing. It's not like
treadmill.
I tripped.
That
It's
only
Mr.
reminds me of
Treadmill.
Mr. Treadwell when you say that. Go
Mr.
ahead.
Treadwell or the Treadwell or the Treadmill, as her father
if it's
used to refer
buffering
to
or
it.
anything like that, please let me know,
Let
guys.
us know.
It's only 1,004. All right, it's going down. Hold on.
What is with this? What is
I don't
up
know.
with the signal?
All right, now it's better. Go
In
ahead.
here, this is in the house. This is with
Enjoy your
Wi-Fi.
dinner, Alan.
Enjoy the dinner, Alan. Enjoy the dinner.
At least someone's having a good time at the dock. That's
Someone's
what
having a
she
good
walks
time.
in. I'm like, what the
She's
hell?
like,
It's so
"Oh
funny.
my God, you're wrong." She was crying at one point. She was crying.
Who
You ever
wants
see
a
a
doctor
doctor
cry?
You ever
No,
see a doctor
nobody
with
sees
tears?
that. No.
With tears when they didn't have to give someone news. They're not crying when they tell you you're dying.
Time goes
They're
crazy.
holding it in. They're telling you you have 6 months to live.
Hi,
They
Wicked
won't
Twisted.
cry.
How are you?
She's crying. The tears are coming down.
I was
her
like,
face.
what the hell did you tell her?
She shall remain nameless. Tears are coming down her face.
Okay, go
What
ahead.
the hell did I tell her? So this is another doctor, not this doctor.
No, and this
that
was
I
like
went to.
years
This was
later,
like
months later.
This
I
was
don't know.
months after the event I told
And
her
you said,
about.
I went for a
And it was
stress test.
triggered
They
by
wanna know
my
what you did.
primary care physician asking me, I see you went to the car. Well, this is what happened.
I had a stress
And
test.
several minutes later, she's laying on the floor holding her stomach.
Well, what did you say to her?
Oh my God, I know what that must look like. She's saying, like, the same thing happened to, almost the same thing happened to me. That was the reason she thought it was funny, because she said...
It
almost
happens
the same
to everyone
thing.
when they
'Cause he
think
went
it go
like this.
fast, though.
This is what I told her. I went like this. The story begins before the stress test. It begins in the office of the doctor. When he tells you he wants you to have a stress test. It begins in that doctor's office. And look at this. It's no power.
Oh, come on.
I'm taking
Well,
this
no, what do
away
you
from
mean?
you.
It's 3,000.
Yeah, it's going back up.
No, it's
I
good.
think it's this phone.
Anthony, let me do that. Anthony, tell your story
Right.
before it goes
There's
off.
Yeah, it is. It keeps going down. Why is that?
Let me
the
refresh,
signal
guys.
So bad?
Maybe it's this. Okay.
Yeah, turn off your fan. You're in your sweat. I know it's her. I know it's a fan.
Come on, go ahead. Tell your story before
Go
it
ahead.
goes off.
She just keeps telling me to go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I go like this. It begins before the doctor visit, before the stress test.
Life is a stress
It really
test.
begins before the stress test. And the stress test is part of life. It begins before the stress test.
Oh my
it
God,
begins when the
Virginia.
doctor
Look at
asks me a
this.
question. And you see, my primary care physician, all these months later, said, I remember they asked me the same question. This was the question. They go like this. You know, we can do the stress test one of two ways. We can do the kind that's chemical, where
right.
you lay down and it kind of makes your heart race really fast, which is kind of uncomfortable, which I knew because I did one of those once and it was uncomfortable. Or you can do the treadmill. Do you think you could walk on a treadmill? And the guy goes like this. I said, well, I can't run. I have bad knees. And he goes, no. You don't have to run. All you need to do is walk. And then I said, I could walk on a treadmill for like 5 minutes. I was like, that's okay. That's okay. I can do that. So I go like this, and then like a couple of weeks later, I show up for the thing, and you know they get the wires on you.
Hi,
I said,
Michael, how are you?
You know how they're putting the wires on your whole body there? They're putting one over here. They put one on your backside, on your ass. They're going
They
like
don't
this. They got
do
you
that.
fully
You're going to
wired.
scare people. They don't do that.
They got you fully
See, he
wired.
exaggerates a
And then
little.
they show the hey, cool guy. They show the you know.
Hi, cool guy. Hi,
When
Ricardo.
you walk into the treadmill room, when you walk into the treadmill room, you walk into the
It's
room.
very small.
And it's very small.
Oh my God, and
And
how they
the,
fit
and
it
the
in
treadmill
there.
and
It's
the
against the wall.
The treadmill is at rest. It's not doing anything. And it's like this, it's flat. It's like this, and you go like this. Oh, this is going to be easy. And you go like this, and you're holding on to the arms in front of you. And the guy goes like, and the doctor, there's a doctor and a technician. And the doctor's sitting in front of me, and the technician's behind me. just to my left, behind me. And they start the thing. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're holding on.
this
You know, it's a
this
treadmill.
This is pretty easy. I'm like this. I'm walking like a little faster. And they're going, well, all right, now we're turning it up a little faster. And I'm like, so you think you can go a little faster?
Rolling.
I go like this.
Come on, let's get rolling.
I say like this. Do you think, the guy goes like this to me, the doctor, the cardiologist says, so you think I can go a little, can you go a little quicker? And I go, yeah, sure I can go a little quicker. And I'm going faster and faster. All of a sudden the thing starts going up.
He's going up a hill.
Like I'm going up a hill. I'm rising up. I'm looking through the window to my right, and I'm going like the street's getting further away from me. I'm like, I look up and I see the ceiling's getting closer to my head. I'm like, why am I walking up a mountain range now? What am I? And he starts speeding up. Can I speed it up a little bit? And I tell my primary care. All of a sudden, I find myself looking, and I'm looking down at the top of my cardiologist's head. That's how high up in the air I am. I'm going like this. And he's going a little faster. So now I'm walking at top speed. I'm like, I'm now walking. This is not
You're
a walk.
running.
I'm now running. I'm now running on my bad knees
Jane,
and
get me
ankles.
off this crazy
I'm like,
thing.
Jane, get me off this crazy thing. I'm like, how much more? And I'm going like this. And you know your arms begin to get longer and longer.
Keith, that's
'Cause
funny.
I'm not keeping up too much with this anymore.
Did you tell
and
him
my
to slow
arms
down?
are getting longer and longer. No, I'm like, it's like, all right, Anthony, just a little bit more.
Just a little
and
more,
I'm like
just
this,
a little.
just a little more. And then he brings it, and then I'm tilting back a little more. I'm looking down like this. There's buildings below me. That's how I am. Now I'm pointing up at the ceiling. My head, I can literally see into the light fixtures. I'm like this, so he's going like this. And then the guy goes like this, and then that guy goes like this. The doctor says to me this. These are the words that made my primary care physician fall on the floor. He literally said these words. He goes, okay, Anthony, let's bring it home. And all of a sudden, I'm like, like my fingertips.
Let's bring
My
it
fingertips,
home.
And I went like this. You know that thing? You ever seen a cartoon where somebody is like launched? I went like this. I looked like Superman for a few seconds. I was launched into midair. My feet left the ground.
Your fingers were on the tips, and
I was looking down.
Fingers on the tips.
I went like this.
Wait,
I fell
show us on the
straight
tip.
down.
Show me on your hands on the
I
tip.
was like this. I got launched. I got launched into midair. You know, you're like this. I went straight down onto the treadmill, and then the treadmill, which was still going with the wires, I went like this. It shot me off towards the wall behind the treadmill. But you know what stopped me? My feet hit the wall. It was like a cartoon. I was a living cartoon. You know, it was like I was literally George Jetson. Meet George Jetson. I
sorry.
literally was
It's too
shot
hot.
out of the thing. And then they grabbed me and they go, Anthony, you all right? Quick, sit up here so we can take an x-ray of your chest while your heart is racing. And they're like this. I'm like, I'm going like this.
You saw stars.
There's stars going around my head. And I'm like, Anthony, you okay? I'm like, sure.
Hi,
Not
Pookie
really.
Six. Your heart was
Like
fine,
this.
right?
And it
You saw
goes,
that?
yeah, my heart was all right. The rest of me was sucking at that moment. And it go like this. And then I found out later, then it tells me, they came out and they go, well, you know, there was a slight accident. Your husband fell. She was like, fell? Fell off of what? I came out and I told her, I fell. She said, what happened? Did you trip? I said, no, they had me going at 40 miles an hour when they told me I was going to have to walk. I don't walk 40 miles an hour. I'm not the Bionic Man. I'm not Steve Austin.
Howell says, and then the doctor said, okay, Anthony, get up and we can start the test.
Now we can start the test.
Shmir said she peed in her pants.
This is what I told my doctor, my primary care physician, and she went like this. And she said,
Why was she
went like this.
laughing?
She's laughing because she said the same thing happened to her. She went like this. She said, I have bad ankles. And she said, my ankles always hurt. But I said, like, I run. That's what she said. I'm not like you, Anthony.
Yeah,
she said,
TMI,
I told
baby.
them, I run.
Maybe cut it down a notch. That's okay.
She told them,
Shmir, but
I
some
run.
people don't want to hear that. It's okay.
What,
Good.
what did I say? Something wrong?
No, keep going. You're
all
fine.
right. Yeah, she said, my doctor
okay.
told me I run. So I told them, sure, I have no problem running on a treadmill. And I had no idea they were going to turn. And what did they do? Did they make you bring it home?
They were trying
and
to
she,
kill
like,
Antler.
fell
You
fell
said,
on the
"Bring it
floor.
home."
Did they tell you now we're going to bring it home? And she said, yeah, they did. They told us, like, how high up were you? She said it was so high. She said it was so high. I didn't think it was going to be that high.
She told me that she lost it when you said you looked down and you saw
I saw the
bald
top of his head. She said I lost it when he said he saw the top of his head. It
You
was
were
bald.
so high.
I never knew he was
He was
bald.
sitting down and
I
you saw
like
the
this.
top.
I said, I never knew the doctor was bald. And so I'm staring down at the top of his head
Exactly.
from a great height. I was like, holy smoke, why am I up here? Why
Anthony
am I
is the
so
only one I
close to
heard
the
of that got
ceiling?
burst on his. It was ridiculous. Oh my God, it was ridiculous.
And this is why my doctor believes I'm one of the world's great comedians.
George said I had to wear a heart monitor for 24 hours. My doctors always thought my heart really was too fast. It was just a morning coffee. Are you serious or is that a
Morning
joke?
coffee did that? How much morning
much
coffee were
caffeine.
you having, George?
Hi, Blue Star.
Oh my God. Did everybody like that one?
Is there a plaque on the wall now?
There's a
says
plaque on the
Steven.
wall now.
Alan said that's hysterical. Sorry, but Anthony, it's too much coffee. You did have coffee. He finished one of the coffees before he started on the root beer that has no caffeine.
That's caffeine free.
Anthony's new name is Flash Antloaf.
Flash,
Brenda Nelson
savior of the universe.
said. You think this tops them all, HC? You think this was the funniest? Oh my God.
You know when you launch, you're floating in midair. You're doing that thing. You remember George Reeves on the old Superman
She wants
TV
to see
show?
a cartoon on this. Oh, and you went backwards.
Except backwards. It launched
Oh,
me
that's
through
great,
the wall.
Pookie. I'm glad you're here too. We're glad you're here. Remember
I
that
said there was-
episode
I
of
told
I Love
Danette there was
Lucy
a
and the Candy
dent.
Raptor? Yes, the Candy Raptor.
Yes, I told Danette the wall has scuff marks on it in there from my shoes. That's how hard. That's how solid the impact was.
Anthony said, "Oh my God, I could see my reflection on the
My
doctor's
chest.
spot."
This is how
Said
far I
George.
was. Yes, this is how far I was launched. My chest was on the floor.
Oh,
I was
that's okay,
completely
Shmir.
off the treadmill. I was completely off the treadmill. My chest was on the floor. I was like this. My
And the
hands
remote.
were on the treadmill.
Oh, she loves the remote too. Oh my God.
Back and to the right. Ah!
You're an ass.
That was on a members only stream. The
You're an
non-members don't know the
Oh,
the
that
remote
was
control.
classic.
That one's got to be
Classic.
released. That one's got to be released.
Diana thinks it deserves an emoji. What should be the emoji?
Emoji,
A treadmill?
The treadmill.
A treadmill?
The treadmill emoji. God, by the way, guys, I've decided to grandfather in the happy birthday is
He's
on there.
Ant-Man.
It's at
Yes,
least
so if
temporarily
anybody has-
permanent.
Right, so if
So
anybody, has
anybody
a
that
birthday,
feels like celebrating a birthday, someone comes in here and goes, "Oh, today was my birthday," or something like that. Just go, boom, happy birthday to them. Make them feel good. Make everybody feel good.
well, she's different. Carol says she can't stand I Love Lucy.
It's all right. We don't mind. Not everybody
Yeah.
likes everything.
You like canned cranberry
You
sauce?
like canned cranberries?
You don't
Some
like
people are
pineapple
mean
on your
about that.
pizza?
You don't like the
I
pineapples.
don't remember if you like mustard.
Does
That's
CK
okay. Everybody's
like a
different.
mustard?
You can't always
Do you
like
like
everything.
a good mustard on something? I'm a sucker for... What is Heather a sucker for?
Physical comedy.
Physical comedy? Yeah, you could have seen it. But that was the funniest
George
part about
Jetson
that
should be
story.
the emoji.
I'm gonna tell you the funniest part about that whole story was Danette's reaction of incredulity.
Okay, Shmir, I'll take note of it. Good. Incredulity.
Incredulity. Incredulity. When the
new
doctor
word,
came in.
guys. Incredulity.
Incredulity. With the incredulous
Can you say
reaction.
it? Incredulity.
No, incredulity.
Incredulity.
Stop saying the word. Incredulity. You know, her reaction. The best part of that story for me is always Danette's reaction.
Oh, she likes
when the
mustard.
doctor
Okay.
walks in and goes in,
Joan
and
Davis.
Danette just had no clue what the hell was
June
going on.
10th. Got it, Shmir. I didn't
She
know.
had
No,
no
I was
clue what
worried
was
about.
going on.
Oh, you mean when we were with
No
the
clue.
primary
When we
care?
with the primary care.
Oh,
and
she was laughing. I'm like, what is going
came
on?
In still laughing. And
Incredulity.
Said, oh,
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, your husband's too funny with that. Oh my God, he told me the story. And then Danette's reaction, she didn't tell
I
you
was
this
like,
was
what's so funny?
story. What story? The story about the treadmill. And she was like, oh, isn't it terrible? Terrible. It's wonderful.
I'm like, here's a doctor saying it was funny that he fell off a treadmill. It was weird. The box story is hilarious. My mother called Bruno 100%. That was on New Year's, wasn't it? New Year's Eve,
Yes.
New Year's Day, in the middle of the night.
I love that one.
That's my story, really, because he wasn't there. I was there.
The box story.
Oh, my
no, I didn't tell it
God.
on New Year's. I thought
Didn't
I
you?
did.
No,
I
we didn't say it in the car. Yes,
No,
we did.
no,
we
no,
told
I
it in the
didn't.
car.
No, that story wasn't told on.
Do you
a
guys
New Year's
remember
Eve.
what was in the car? Wasn't it? We were.
I think it
in the
was, but it
car.
was another day. It was another day. It might have been the previous year. I'm gonna find it. You don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Does
like I
Anthony
said-
walk a lot daily? Not daily. He used to, but not now. He has bad knees, as he says.
I have
right
bad
now.
knees, bad ankles. I bought myself a new pair of sneakers today, guys.
Yes, and the inserts.
And the inserts to go in them. Yeah, I was like I went in a store to look for a shirt. I came out with shoes.
So did I, Carol, but not anymore. I can't remember.
I only came out with shoes.
I used to win
no
all the
shirts.
spelling bees all the time. All the time. I used to win all
Danette
the
was
spelling bees.
Danette is a good spell.
I would be down
Oh
to
no
the
no
end.
no! Don't get anything wrong. Danette can't remember the words,
And
but
I
she
can't-
could spell the words.
I could spell everything.
She's really good at spelling words.
And
She
yes,
never
and
has
the
a
one on
problem
top
with
there.
she doesn't need spell check.
What are you guys talking about? What show? A moo. What are you guys? Oh, you must be talking about I Love Lucy.
It's a moo.
Please show us your sneakers. Oh, they're
Bleep,
boring.
blorp.
Please, that's too boring.
They're black sneakers. You want to see
Just
them?
sneakers.
I
Come
can
on.
go get them. They're black
They're
sneakers.
black New Balance. They're boring. Nobody wants to see nobody's sneakers. I don't
Does
even
anybody
want to
see my sneakers?
They put them in a nice bag. I have to admit.
You want to see your sneakers? You want to see my sneakers? Yeah, bring the sneakers in here.
Yeah, sneakers are expensive. New Balance, because he has a wide foot.
I like the New Balance. I like the New Balances. Do you like the New Balance, babe?
Yeah, if you have big, wide feet, yeah, it helps. They go all the way from 2X to 2E to 4E. And the
You know what was
foot
hysterical
doctor
today?
thinks that everybody should wear New Balance, whether you have a wide foot or not. They think that
I know.
our foot doctor thinks New Balance is the best because they have the best arch.
Those are the
And
best.
still, you put a thing in it.
The only other ones
For your, what is it, plantar
plantar
fasciitis.
fasciitis. The only other ones he recommends are these shoes like he wears, and we're like, yeah, I'm not buying any of those. They're like $300.
Incredulity.
Incredulity.
Instead, I could say incredulous, but incredulity. I get
Incredulity.
How do you say it? Incredulity. Wait, I see it spelled here. Hold on.
Let's call the whole thing off.
McLeod. Where do you
Chief.
buy your sneakers? I agree. New Balance is the only one that gives me arch support. Well, hi, Steph. That's what the
Steph
doctor
sells
told
stuff.
us
How
to
you doing?
get. There's another brand he told us to get, and he goes, look, I wear them. He used to wear New Balance, but there's another. And I was like, okay, let me look it up. I looked it up, and it was $400. I was like, okay, you can keep that, and I won't
I'm like,
buy
these
it.
are
It's
very
too
nice
much.
shoes. However, I don't really need these.
$400. I can't. Not
$400
the
sneakers?
sneakers.
I don't think I need. I
Yeah,
have to
New
become a
Balance for
physician.
walking. Incredulousness.
I'm a doctor. I'm not gonna wear them.
He tried the Skechers on. They have the wide Sketcher too. Actually,
I
he
did.
tried the kind where you just slip it in.
Yeah,
But he didn't like
but
the
they
way
were
it
too
felt.
tight around my ankles, so I didn't care for them. Now, one of the humorous moments of today was when Danette
Oh my
tried on a
God.
pair of shoes.
I
Keep in
did.
mind, she tried on a pair of shoes that
Men's
were
shoes.
like they're men's shoes. And they
I
were a
love
little
them.
bit big. I was like,
It was
Danette,
weird. We
are
would
we
just-
going scuba diving here?
No.
These things are a little too big for you.
All right.
She said I could put an extra
Do you
foot in
remember
here.
the other day I was saying about my father had the Converse high tops? Well, this was a high top in the men's store that had no Converse, no nothing.
They
So
were
already
Nautica high tops.
my imagination goes crazy.
Wide.
Wild. I go wild, right? So I'm thinking I could use these
She's gonna do
for
art
Easter.
on
I'll
them.
wear.
She's gonna do
I'm gonna
arts and
draw in
crafts.
arts and crafts. So I'm just
She's gonna
completely
draw
white,
in
high
Anthony,
tops with
put a
nothing on
rainbow
it.
cookie
I was
on
gonna
it.
put like I was like I'm gonna buy these. They're only $19.99. They're on sale. Nobody wants them. I put my foot in. You know the front, how it's like the leathers on the top of like the high tops. It's kind of like that. The whole part that was like this had
See what
no
she said,
foot in it.
Hoka pricey. I think that is. I think that's the shoe.
What?
I think
What's
that's the
Hoka?
shoe. April says Hoka.
And what's a
are
Hoka?
pricey. That's the shoe that he wanted us to get.
Oh yeah. That's it.
That's
How did
the
you know
one.
that?
I don't know.
Because it was $400.
Yeah, they were expensive.
I just bought the brand Hoka sneaks. I love them, but way too pricey. Okay, but if it's really a good shoe, maybe it's worth it. Do you guys think that it's worth it? The ones who have it. Do you think it's worth it? Like, do you think it's worth buying it? Miss D, Tony, years ago I was 10 triple E. Wow. But I couldn't get the shoe because it was like Bozo the Clown. It was too big. I couldn't get it. I was like, damn.
She put them on, and
Skechers-
I was like, Danette, we're not going scuba diving here. These are flippers.
Been wearing SAS shoes and Keen sandals. What's an SAS shoe?
Who said that? Which one?
Oh, Damon says Converse has a store in Soho. See, I also have a very big, wide foot, so it's hard for me. I have to. Some shoes I can't.
Sometimes she gets.
I got to get
guys'
men's shoes. Yeah, that's why I have big. I have big feet.
But in this case, the guy's shoe.
Oh, they
was
could be
just
100.
a
So maybe
little-
like a discount,
The
175.
guy's shoe
That's not
was
bad.
just a little bit too big.
Wait a minute. A brand of tennis shoe, totally worth it. They are very comfy, and I have a wide foot. Okay. Mom get Hokas and they hurt her feet, so be careful which one you get. Hi, Adriana. I didn't even see you there.
Hey,
Yeah, you
Adriana.
know what? There was another foot doctor I had years ago that says, you wear what doesn't hurt your feet. That's what he said to me.
Yes.
Everybody has
Actually, there
different
was a foot
advice,
doctor
you know?
Who said that? He said,
If it feels comfortable-
said, to tell you the truth, I don't have any advice for you on what
Scandinavian
shoes to wear.
Airlines.
If you put a pair of shoes on, this is
Yes.
what he said. If you put a pair of shoes on and they don't hurt,
I like the
wear
New
those.
Balance. I wear the New Balance. But I'm wearing men's now. You know why? The women's is not wide enough for
Pookie,
me.
how you doing? Yeah, he went like this. This other doctor,
That's why
he
my
said,
feet look so
he
damn
said,
big.
if I tell you to wear a pair of shoes and you put them on and you say they don't feel good, that's it. Take them off. Bring them back.
I am a 10 wide. You will be surprised how you would think, oh, it's just a 10. It's not a 12 or a 13, right? But in girls, that's considered big.
It's the wide,
And it's
that
the
does it
wide
in.
part. So
Yeah.
sometimes I'll get an 11 if it runs big, but then my foot goes up and down.
Not
but it
a lot of
depends.
girls
You have to.
wide feet.
I
It's
beg
odd.
to differ.
I know they do.
There are a lot
but
of
that's
people that
not
have
the
wide
norm.
feet. It's just like, it's not. You don't fit in the box.
I mean,
Come on.
it's more normal nowadays.
I don't fit in the box.
It's
you know.
more normal nowadays
Please.
because people are bigger.
I see people walking next to me that have bigger feet than me. Where do
I
they
didn't
wear
say
this?
that's
They have
not-
to
that
go to the
doesn't
men's
happening.
shop because of
It's
that.
they're more. It's more
It's-
normal now because people
I
are
know.
just flat out larger
And taller and all
taller,
that. I know.
which means their feet are bigger. So like it doesn't. It's different and it's changing, but they still hasn't changed enough to make their business model change of what sizes they.
Well, they're
make.
stupid because if they sell it, then people will buy it. And then if you sell it and make it cute, like
Squeeze your
like
foot
the
into
small
it.
girls can get, and I'm not picking on the small girls. I shouldn't have said that.
Squeeze your
I
foot
take
in
it
it.
back. Like
That's what my
everyone,
mother
like
would
the
say.
norm or the box can get.
Jam
then
your foot in.
they'll buy more. We'll buy more of them if they sold them. Businesses are
Got that
stupid sometimes,
binge,
in my
like
opinion. I'm
affecting
so
our
hot.
power.
No, it's good. If it feels like they're so comfortable that you can walk miles and don't even feel it on your feet, that means they're comfortable. Yes,
That means
exactly,
they're good.
exactly.
The shoes I was normally wearing on everyday situations, like when we went out, when we go
Yes,
out with
Hal,
the
I
channel.
agree.
The shoes
I
I'm
definitely
wearing,
agree
it
with
basically
that.
feels like
You
I'm
have to
walking
try 'em on.
on pavement.
Oh,
That's
thank
how
you,
flat
Adriana.
and
That is
bold
so
they were.
nice of you, Adriana. Ah, girl. Adriana said that our birthday gift is in the P.O. box. Thank you.
Oh, thank
Southern
you.
Belle says, I have bunions and talk about hard finding shoes that don't hurt. It almost impossible.
It ain't easy sometimes. It's not.
I am a 9.5 wide and I am 5 feet short girl. So, you know, everybody's
That
different.
happens.
See, Leela is a 10W. That's me. But sometimes wide isn't even that wide. I have to go wider than that. And I feel that the girls' sneakers are not as, I don't know. I just don't feel that it's as sturdy sometimes for me. Whatever. I just deal with it.
Say, you know what I wanted to tell you guys about?
HC wears a 1030. What? George, what are you saying?
HC wears a
Never
what?
listen. No, never mind. He's teasing. My friend had to buy her shoes from a drag queen site because she has bigger feet for a woman. I believe it. Because they have high heels and stuff like that for them. I don't know what it is, Leela. I'm always hot, but it is warm in here, isn't it? But I've been sweating lately. I have to find out. David has wide feet. He wears 11.5 extra wide with Skechers. Okay. That's not
Mine
bad.
are 12. The new shoes that I bought now, that I bought today, they're 12 triple E. Or 4E. They're 12 4E.
And you're not really a 12, but the 11, you're like in
12,
between,
4E.
so the 11 hits the edge.
The 11 is just a little
We're
too
all
small.
different. It doesn't matter.
Just a tad.
See this? There's like at least 3 other people in here that have 10W. You see what I mean? Now,
you go.
when was it? Is it so? You guys that have 10W, where do you get your shoes from? Tell me. Hook a girl up. Is there anything cute? Anything with pink on it? Anything that's comfortable? Where do you guys get it? D, can we please take a break from tennis? I don't feel okay. Emily, Nike is prejudiced against non-skinny feet. I don't know. My daughter has extra wide
Nike
feet,
is
size
rough
10,
to get larger.
and wears men's Vans. I can't fit into Vans. I want a pair of Vans so bad, and I can't fit into them.
Yeah.
See, you got to go. You got to go men's. That's what you got to do.
Nike, like Skechers,
I was
makes
watching-
extra wides.
Listen.
And some other ones.
I was
Nautica makes
watching
extra wides. Nike
my own
doesn't.
live. I was watching back one
I've
of my
never seen
own
them if they
lives,
do.
and I said, "Holy crap, my feet are huge!" Because the sneaker. See, he doesn't want me to tell you these things, but it's true. I'm like, "Holy
ridiculous.
crap, my sneaker's huge!" And if you compare, and I don't mean like the size, I mean that there's extra like support because it's a men's shoe. It's not a lady's shoe. And the ladies' shoes are flimsy and light, and the men's shoes are made better. There's more like, I don't know, support, I guess I want to say. But when you're a girl and you're wearing it and it looks like you got huge feet with all the extra like rubber around it and
Yeah.
everything, it's true.
But
I'm just telling the truth.
These were the shoes she wanted to get. It looked like this. It's like, see my hand? This is the shoe she tried on. This is what her shoe looked like next to it. This is her shoe. This
I
is the
wanted
shoe
a
she
pair
tried
so
on.
bad.
I was like, Danette.
Alan, you're a wide width, really?
If you're going to wear these on
You wear the
Easter,
slip-ons?
are we going to the shore? Because are you
Now-
going to like go scuba diving with these
Now,
on?
one time I went to the Roosevelt Field Mall in Long Island, and I was walking by Skechers, and I said, "Oh, those are so cute." They had like a lot of the wedge sandals. I like the sandals that are wedges because it's good for arch support. And I was like, "Oh my God, those are so cute." So let me try them on. And it just so happens, as long as the Skechers are open, they do have size 10, and it's perfect. It fits me perfect. But if it's closed, the Skechers are too tight. So I
See,
can
April,
wear
like,
Skechers,
even
but
April's
it has to
Doc
be
Martens
open.
are men's.
Oh,
because
I
they're
can't
too wide.
fit in a
She
Doc
gets the
Marten.
men's. It's because
Oh my
they're wider.
God, are they?
Well, because they're men's.
I never tried a men's Doc Marten, but like,
They do.
but like
They're
on a
men's.
size
Of course
10,
they're
I would look
wide.
like Sasquatch. Let's be honest.
She
Come
makes
on.
a big deal out of things.
Doc Martens,
It depends
10.
on what your foot is. If your foot is your foot, you can't chop it
know.
off. You can't like shrink it
My part of my foot that's the widest is right in the widest part, right under the toes. It's so hard.
The Skechers slip-ins that I tried, they're like,
No,
they
I have no
looked
suggestion. I'm
huge.
sorry.
They were gigantic looking.
What, the
And the
Skechers? Yeah.
Skechers, they looked huge. I tried on a 13. They looked huge.
Oh, I've had
But they were
Merrells too.
so snug around my ankle. And I just, I couldn't figure it out. It's just the way they're made.
I didn't
The
know.
rest of the shoe was gigantic. I was like, these look so big, but they just don't feel loose at all. I was like, and then Danette said, are they comfortable?
Actually, Lily, yes, I
and
have to
tried
get that
another
done.
pair, and she said, are they
Thank you
comfortable?
for the
But
suggestion.
they're comfortable, but I know they're too big. I
Yeah.
know they're just too big.
You're
My
not.
foot's flopping
You're really
around
not
in it.
supposed to walk in big shoes, especially like if they slide. That's not good. You can get blisters. It's really not good. You know. Hi, Robert. How are you? Hard to type. Got kitty on lap. Wanted petting. Aww.
Who's that has a kitty?
Robert. Robert has two
I didn't know-
cats.
I didn't know you had a cat.
Yes, you did. You don't remember.
I don't
See that?
remember.
Those
I
are the
don't
things he
remember, Robert.
forgets.
See, I don't keep things in my head like that. Danette forgets certain types of things. I forget other types of things.
The only
I
thing
think
about
I've said
Doc
this
Martens
before.
look
You
like
know
they're
what Danette
hard,
is?
but I don't know. I would have to
And
try
one of the
them out.
things, despite Danette's poor memory for like words, she has a great memory for spelling, but a bad memory for words and for like definitions and words and things like that. But the one thing, but at the other hand, Danette has this great memory for faces, whereas I have
Frank?
a very,
Sure.
very, 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 very poor memory for faces.
That's true, Hala. That's really true. Hala said even a New Balance, he only can wear certain lines. Not every New Balance, even in the same size, doesn't fit right. That's why you have to try it on. You're absolutely right. There's no way to know.
No, they do. There was a pair that I got once. I had them delivered, and they were like in my size, and they were so small. So I had to
now you
send
could
them
see
back.
it better. And then when you get a pair that you like, you just want to get the same pair, and then New Balance doesn't make it sometimes.
Then they don't make them.
Remember Models? We used to get them in Models. I'm going to refresh for a minute. Give me a minute. My cousin Sierra. Wait a minute. I don't see it on here. Who said my cousin Sierra? Am I on Top Chat again? Who was that? Hold on.
Who has a cousin?
Oh, my husband's cousin, Brenda.
My husband's cousin.
My husband's
Sierra.
cousin Sierra wore white Dr. Martens on her dress change for her reception. She's 6 foot tall. They looked great. That's amazing. I never saw white ones.
I'm sure they would make
Danette,
white
we
ones.
sure do think alike, says Southern Belle. I had a pair. Hi, Patricia. Try Prop It. YWW. I will try that out. Thank you. I type what you are saying. What was I going to say? I had a pair of the Morels. But remember
Morels.
they bothered me.
Merrells.
Merrells. I tried them
Merrells.
on in the store. I got them on Park Avenue. Do you remember that? I got them in
Yes.
Park Avenue. There's
That's
a
an
wide
example right
foot
there
store.
of
The
that
doctor
thing about
told me to
don't
get
wear
Merrells,
things that-
and they were the kind where you could just put your foot in. You don't have to tie it or anything.
He told her only wear Merrells.
Only wear
Remember?
Merrells. Because when I would be sitting in traffic, this was years ago. When I was sitting in traffic, I'm talking about 1.5 to 2 hours of going back and forth both ways to work. Just hitting the brake, letting go, hitting the brake. The back of my ankle would be so sore, and it would kill me. So he told me to buy Merrells, where you just put your foot in and it won't press against your ankle from being in New York City traffic on
Nova
rush
Rain.
hour. Hi, Nova Rain. And go ahead, you say it. So
And Danette put them. Danette
I
had
bought them.
on.
They were expensive.
She bought them. She wore them a half a day. She said,
I was in
I am
agony.
in so much friggin' pain.
Yeah.
She told me. I said, take the damn things off. It was like she couldn't bring them back. Those shoes sat in her closet for years.
I never wore them
untouched.
again.
Untouched. And then that was when she changed doctors.
Let me
The
show a
next
pair I
doctor was
have.
the
Hold
guy
on.
she told that story to, and that the doctor
That was the
after
one
that
that said
guy
wear
was the
whatever
one who
was
said, if something doesn't feel good, it doesn't matter whether I think it's supposed to be a shoe you should wear. Don't wear it. If I tell you to wear something, you put it on, and it sucks, don't wear it. That was the doctor after the doctor who told her, you must only wear Merrills from now on. I was like, Merrills? What's a Merrill? Went to the store and she got the clogs and they were not good.
Then I got these. I wore these for years and years and years, and I still have them.
Years on end.
It's called clogs. You see it? Clogs footwear.
With a K.
With a built-in, like if you see inside, this arch is so, I don't know how to show it. It's so high. You see how high up it is there? Do you see how high up? And the only reason I don't wear them anymore is because slip resistant. It's really a good, this costs like $125. I don't know if it's that much anymore. I haven't worn it in a while. It's fairly new.
That's
see,
interesting
still comfortable.
advice.
I used to wear these all
says,
the time, and then when I started working from home, I just stopped wearing them so much. But look, it's almost brand new. Look at it.
That's
They're
an
not
interesting
very
idea.
pretty. They're not.
Coleslaw
but
says only buy shoes at the end of the day.
They're not
because by the end of the day your feet swell.
yeah, but that's true.
So
but
you're getting the
that's
correct
true. But
size.
what if your feet hurt and you don't know if it's comfortable? That's the only problem.
Adriana said she had.
It does not smell
Still
at
have
all, Robert. Stop
Not
it.
at all.
Oh, you don't know me. You don't know me. If anything smelled, I'd throw it in the garbage. I don't care how much it costs.
Who we got? Adriana
Do you have
has some
shower
insoles
shoes? No.
from.
What's a shower shoe? You mean like...
I still have insoles from I think over 10 years ago. A poor mom had to pay $400 for them,
Oh
but
my
it was
gosh.
worth it.
Oh, you mean
And-
like Adidas? Like yeah, I'm actually wearing them right
Insoles.
now. The
What do we
Adidas
say?
because they have the arch.
Yes. Shmir says, Anthony, let me say this
All
to
right,
you.
cool guy.
When it comes to your feet, you don't scrimp.
No.
And I will tell you why, because your feet support your back.
Absolutely.
That is correct.
That's why I wore these for years. They're they're expensive to me. But I
wonder if
have
these
an old
doctors
pair. This
get
is
a
my newer
kickback
pair.
from these companies.
I actually
You
have an
do,
older pair of this.
Southern Belle.
I keep
Susan,
the old and the new.
very possible. Do you have shower shoes? Is that a Bull Durham callback?
Yes, coleslaw. That's where I got all my shoes. Well, not that one. This one I got on Zappos. I buy these on Zappos all the time.
Yeah, go Nordstrom
Because
Rack.
you can
She used
return
to
them,
get
no
shoes from
charge.
them too.
And anybody, if you ever want to go to a company, I haven't ordered from them in a while since I've been working home, but Zappos, you could get like 10 pairs, and if you don't like them, return them. There's no charge for returning them. They'll give you the return label. You could try on your shoes if you don't leave the house, or you don't want to go to the store to try it on. Zappos. What was the other company I used to order from? It's a little bit cheaper.
Shoes.com.
Shoes.com, but they don't have everything.
Hey, Ian Melillo in the house.
But
from the Bronx.
Nordstrom Rack, I got some of my favorite shoes there. That's my red shoes I showed everybody. That's where I got it. My velour Wizard of Oz shoes. What'd he say? What'd he say?
We're going to do an OnlyFans account where you just show shoes and your feet.
I'm still going to pick on Danette's
we're finally going to make the big
They're
bucks.
not stinky. My mother
gonna
only
make the
bought me
big bucks.
Stride Right shoes for the first 13 years. Ours too. Stride Right was when I was going to St. Benedict's. Okay, here.
Mine were Buster
Here, let me
Brown.
tell you something. My feet didn't fit in Buster Brown. Listen to me. When we went to St. Benedict's, I was the only one in my class that had to wear special shoes because they didn't have wide width. The shoe store used to buy your shoes next to Frank B's when they opened up their shoe store over there. And all the girls would go there and get their uniforms and get their shoes. But guess who couldn't do that? Me. I was the tallest one of who's now only 5'3". I used to be 5'4". I lost an inch. I have a bad back.
She's one
I
of
told
those
you.
shoot up people.
I was the tallest person in the class.
I saw the pictures. She was oddly tall at the
Hi,
age she's
MM. How are
talking
you?
about.
And they didn't have my
Lorraine,
size.
How you doing?
You like Zappos Southern Belle? Holla's a jokester, Schmear, if you don't know. Let me let you in on a little secret. Holla, it makes a lot of jokes.
It makes a lot of jokes.
So don't get
Do
offended, anyone.
Not get offended anyone because we know
Yes,
he's
for
joking.
kids.
He's a wonderful
Stride Right is a
friend
good,
to us.
it's usually leather, right?
on the
It's good.
channel.
I
He's a good
remember
guy.
Tom McCann too. Fly High 79. Hello, how are you? I love to see new people.
Fly High 79, how you doing?
Buster Brown.
Buster Brown.
I will send you a photo
Buster
of Sierra. She was
Brown.
beautiful. Bridge, good night. Oh, good night, Brenda. Definitely send us
Hey,
that picture.
Brenda.
Thank you. Oh man, you guys make me laugh. I wore Buster Browns when I was little. The saddle Oxfords for Catholic school. I had
Is
to
that
wear
H-
ugly
is
big
HC
fat feet.
going, or is
No,
Cool
that
Guy
was
going?
Brenda. Cool Guy has to charge his battery. Brenda's leaving.
Cool Guy's gonna charge the battery.
The shutdown room, my feet are mostly barefoot. Yeah, see, I don't wear those shoes anymore because I'm in the house. I'm comfortable. I don't
In
know
the
why I
house
don't
we
wear
will
anymore.
just wear
I could
slippers.
wear them.
In the house, we wear slippers or bare feet or whatever.
No, I don't wear bare feet all the time. No,
But
no.
you usually got
we
a
wear the
slipper or
like
something on.
Adidas. What's your brand?
It is
Nike.
slides. Mine are
The
Nike.
slides. I
For some
get the one
reason-
with the arch.
Yeah, for some reason, Danette can wear these like
Robert.
Adidas like things that have the little coffee nibs on them underneath the foot. I call them coffee nibs. They're little bumps. They're little bumps.
Oh yeah,
on
I
her-
like those
on her
because
slides
mine are not
that she
flat.
wears in the house. So like they have like a little bit of an arch, and they have these little nibs. And Danette goes,
Nibs.
so comfortable. Try them on. And I put them on, and I was
Oh,
like,
you forgot how it
"Oh,
actually
for
had-
God's sake,
No.
these are so uncomfortable.
No, you bought a pair for
I bought
yourself
them
that
for
was too
myself.
small.
And I
And
did
I
like
said,
this.
wait a minute, they're too
So
small for you. You got a 10.
uncomfortable.
And then I tried it on. I was like, oh, I'll have
I
them. They're
love
good.
them. And then she said, well, go and get a bigger pair. And I got the bigger
I
pair.
love
and I
saddle
said,
shoes,
oh my God,
too.
I hate these things. You can keep them,
too.
Danette.
I have the saddle shoes. Not are they
My
saddle-
shoes have
What
no
are my
nibs.
shoes called?
No coffee
the,
nibs.
The white with the black. The saddle shoes, right?
Saddle shoes.
I have a pair. I found a big pair. The saddle shoes, they do sell them, even bigger than my
She's
feet.
worn them before when
Yes,
she's been
I
on
do.
lives.
Yeah.
And she's worn them out for like Halloween.
Yeah.
We went to like we went dancing one
Where
year.
did you
She
find
wore
it,
them.
Holla? Where did you find those shoes?
She, for like New Year's Eve, and she wore them then. She's worn them on Halloween more than once because it goes with her.
I didn't
flouncy
really wear
skirts.
Dr. Scholl's. Do you mean the ones with the wood? I bought a pair in Brooklyn that was like a fancy pair with extra cushion, and then I never wore them. They just weren't comfortable.
Dr. Scholl's what?
I wear Keen sandals almost all year. Great sandals.
Dr. Scholl's what, honey?
You know the Dr. Scholl's that have like that little clip in the front. All the girls used to wear it when we were younger. People don't wear it anymore
I
usually.
don't even know what that is.
Do you remember I
don't know
gave
what
it
she's
to
talking
Laura
about.
to give it to my cousin? The kind that clip in the front. It's just one thing that goes across. I gave it to Laura.
No, I have no idea what
See,
she's
he
talking
forgets
about.
things too.
I
I'll
have
show you
no
later.
clue what she is talking about.
Yes, I used to be jealous, HC, because I remember candies and I couldn't get it in my size. Anything I ever that was like in style, I couldn't get in my size.
Danette didn't do the in style.
I couldn't because when I was younger, it was harder to get my size than even now. Now it's easy.
Anybody new in the chat, by the way? I didn't do any of this. I'm sure the mods did it, but I'm not paying attention that closely. Anybody new in the chat who's watching?
Yeah,
we got
Lori, I know
97
what you
people
mean.
in there. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Subscribe to us, and you never know where we'll be. Today we're just in the house. This was going to be a members only stream, but who cares? Because it's now even more fun because we got everybody in the stream. And
Hi, GH,
I
how are you?
completed my test, which I wanted to do to see if I could use Prism on members only, and the answer is a resounding no.
What did you say? I wasn't even paying attention.
So, like,
What did you
it
say?
was also a test. I said this
Oh,
was
oh,
supposed
yeah, I
to be
get
a
it.
members only stream.
Favor
but
shoes.
It's okay
You remember
'cause this
that,
is even
Ian?
more fun
Ian?
with everybody in.
Oh my God, I
And
forgot about
it was
Favor.
also a test, and it's the answer to find out
That's
whether
where I
could
got my
live
graduation
stream
shoes
a
in
members
Favor.
only on Prism, and the answer is a resounding no.
GH and anyone else watching, and believe me, this
Ambrose
isn't
in the chat.
Ambrose.
How you doing,
I didn't see
Ambrose?
Ambrose. And Dr. Carl Cabrini.
Dr. Carl Cabrini,
I
there's
know
a doctor
Lorraine.
in the house.
So I just
A
wanted to
doctor
say
of
to you, GH, and anyone else watching, please do not take this the wrong way. It's just one of the things that we would like to mention. If you can't see or there's a reason, that's fine. But if you can, let me refresh. Hold on. Okay, everyone paying attention now. if you can, please keep the capitals to a minimum. We would really appreciate that. Now, that doesn't mean you can't say anything. It doesn't mean
it doesn't mean you can't
it doesn't mean
ever
anything.
use capital letters.
No, but just keep it to a minimum.
You can use them, but don't.
Yeah,
do
like
it
this
all the
whole
time.
sentence that you wrote about the subways didn't have to be in capital, and I know that because you've written to us before and you didn't use capital. So anybody else as well, try to
yes.
try it. We're just trying to keep no caps because
Just
it
a
interrupts
little
other
bit,
people.
yeah.
That's all.
Just a little
and
bit,
to
and
answer your question, so she wants to GH. I don't know if it's a she or a he. I'm sorry. I don't really even know. Are the subways? Do you want to tell us your first name so we can call you by your first name? If not, you don't have to.
You can.
Are the subways really that bad as they say on news, or is it just BS from news? It's not BS. That really happens.
It's not totally BS.
but-
It's somewhat elevated by the news.
You know, but it just happens to be at the same time, right?
That crime has gone up.
Yeah.
Some violent crimes, yes, in the subway system.
To a minimum, yes, if that's what Robert's saying. I don't know if he's talking
Always
about
keep
what I
in
said,
mind
but-
that crime was
Hi,
incredibly
Tanisha.
low beforehand. So
I think
it's
after
gone up,
all
and
this
it's
shoe
still
talk, you should
safer
play
than when
the
I
blue
was a
suede
kid.
shoes, Allison.
Still safer than when I was a kid.
No, I know. I was telling Anthony earlier that Parkchester, when we were young, was really a bad area, and now it's not like that.
Tanisha says
more.
I'm new.
Hi, Rubicon.
Tanisha Ross.
How are you today? We're great. How are you today?
Rubicon.
Oh,
I
don't
saw
worry about it,
Rubicon in
GH.
the
It's
hat.
okay. I just want,
Worry
it's just
about
because
it.
you did the whole sentence, you reminded me. That's
please,
it. Yeah,
no.
Anthony and
That
I are
we're
not stuck up about the
we're
capitals.
not gonna be
Believe
stuck up
me.
about it.
You're not,
And
you
we're
know,
not-
we're just warned. Not
We
warning.
have
What's
like
the word?
some small number of little things that we ask.
Yeah, and just
we're
because
not
you did the whole
Nazis
sentence,
about it.
that's
Trust
all.
me. We're
Oh my
not
God,
we're
yeah.
not the word police or anything of the kind.
Hi, Legal Mind friends. Karen Cole. Hello. I just
Never
loaded a
feel
premiere and
bad.
saw you
Never
live.
feel bad.
Oh, you just said premiere, and that reminded me of some. Hi, Melanie. How are you?
Who we have in the house?
Melanie Wolfie.
Hey,
Hi, Wolf.
Wolfie. How you
Oh,
doing,
nice.
Luna?
More people added to our little talk here. That's amazing.
Thank you for coming
We
on in.
watched, I was telling Virginia about it, and I think I told Sonia about it. We watched, you know, the documentary for We Are the World. What is it called again now? One Day in Music or Pop?
The Greatest Night in
The
Pop.
Greatest Night in Pop. You guys have to see
Yeah,
that.
just try-
It was
if you can,
very
If
interesting.
you have like an avenue
Netflix.
to see it, it's on Netflix. It was really fun.
Oh my gosh,
and
it was
interesting.
so, like,
It was
it's
fun
almost
and
like-
very interesting.
Right, and the thing that
It's
they're
a quick
telling
watch
you,
too. It's only like
yeah, it's like an hour and 30 minutes.
Hour and a half, hour and 30
But what
minutes,
it really
hour and 40 minutes.
is when they taped We Are the World, you know, it was taped in a studio with all these like huge stars, like everyone, so huge. It was kind of like a little peek of what happened when they were in there.
Yes.
And
Behind the scenes with
right,
interviews with
and
some
so
people.
interesting and so educational. But really, it was,
It was
very interesting.
very
You got to see that.
educational.
If you love music like we love music, you would love it. I'm telling you. You're going to be
It
like,
was
oh, I didn't know that.
fascinating.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't want to tell you anything. You have to see it yourself.
And
Hi,
it's
Cindy Emerald
fascinating to
again.
see the story because you're looking at the story and you kind of forget certain
you,
things.
George.
That the fascination was the difficulty of putting something like that together. I prefer the
They know it's
Christmas time as a song.
Yes,
I
but we're
actually
not.
prefer that song
I agree too. But
as a song. The documentary is really
Did
good
we see
though.
that documentary? I don't
No, it's not a
remember.
documentary.
He's
it's the
saying he
song.
prefers-
He's saying he prefers that
Oh, yeah,
song
yeah.
to We Are the World.
no, yeah, I
think,
understand. This
Do They
is
Know
just
It's
about behind the
Christmas is a
scenes.
better song.
Yeah, and that was first, I
actually do.
believe.
That
Wasn't
was
that first?
first.
Yeah, but you'll know why it's a better song because they only wrote
They
it in
wrote
like
it
3
in, like,
days.
It basically took like 10
It was like
days to
ridiculous.
organize
You
the
have
thing.
to
Like
see it.
basically
You have to
like
see
2
it.
weeks to organize it. Less than 2 weeks. And like they had to write the song in the
Yes,
space of like
coleslaw.
3
Yes,
days.
that's right.
In the space of 3 days. And imagine it's interesting
That's right,
to
Ian.
look
You're
at it
absolutely right.
as a time capsule of the period of that
Oh,
time.
yeah? How? Well,
in the
I think we did see that.
1980s.
I'm not sure.
There was a time period in the 1980s when it was like this, when it was like, imagine the world before cell phones and Zoom calls.
Yes, Stephen, leave
and
your
the
ego
internet.
at the door.
Leave your ego at
Oh
the
my
door.
God, I love that. I get
Before the
chills.
internet, before Zoom calls. And they had to get the song done and they had to record it in one night. And it had to be like
Oh, I don't want to give
on
so
the
much away.
same
They
night
have to see it.
As
Well, you could tell them that.
It had to be on the night of the American Music Awards.
Because where are you going to get all these big names together in one place? So after the American Music Awards, that was the night. That was
because
the only
many
night.
of them were only going to be in town at the same time because
Right.
of the awards.
In this one place. I don't want to tell no more. They have to see it. You're giving too much
Go
away.
and say, you're giving too much.
Meanwhile,
away.
one more thing. The other documentary you guys have to see. Oh my! By the way, when I was watching that documentary, We Are the World, they're playing the music and they're playing other songs and stuff, and I'm just getting chills everywhere. And I'm like, Anthony, you don't have chills?
No, I don't do the chills.
My legs, my arms,
I don't do from the chills
everywhere. Anyway, so the other documentary, what is it called? The other one, with the with the wife who was sick.
Oh,
You have to see this too. We went to.
I want to get this title
Get it right.
So
we went to. You guys
like,
know we did the Thanksgiving
we
Day
did the
parade. Our
Thanksgiving,
first
right?
parade on a live parade was on Thanksgiving, and there was a performer who I never knew who he was. I'm like, Anthony, there's a guy going by in a car. I don't know who he is. I knew he was going to be on from the day before. I looked up the entertainment. I didn't know who he was. Then when I saw the documentary, I said, "Oh, I know who he is." And oh my God, that documentary, get to your heartstrings. It was really something else. Let me read.
The American Symphony.
You have to watch that too.
The documentary about John Baptiste. And his wife. I don't need to tell you anymore. And about
Don't say anything.
writing what he called the American Symphony. He wrote
Coleslaw.
He wrote
you
American
saw it, or you
Symphony.
just saw sign?
Great documentary and great love story. And you got to see that because it is a great film.
I don't understand your joke, Robert.
Is it another one of those jokes we can't get?
George says, "Leave your ego at the door" was meant for Prince. Don't say nothing, Aunt. Don't say nothing. No, I don't think it was meant for Prince. I think it was meant for everybody.
It was meant for everybody.
There were big names. There was Bob Dylan. There was not Michael Jackson wasn't the problem, but Michael Jackson, big names. You had Huey Lewis and the News. You had Hall & Oates, Billy Joel, Bruce Springsteen. You had, what's her name?
Oh, I got the joke.
In the city. What's her name? Come on, you guys know her. You had Diana Ross, Tina Turner. I mean, the list went on and on and on. Big, huge names.
The face.
I know all of them. I know all their faces. I don't remember their names. We had Ray Charles. What was the other guy I can't see?
Stevie Wonder. This is
I'm thinking of them where they're standing. There was the white guy that has a chicken. What's his name?
And her whole family.
The guy with the chicken.
The guy with the chicken?
The chicken.
Kenny Rogers?
I don't get that joke. Anyway, go ahead.
What, the Robert Kaczynski joke? I got the joke. Good one, Robert. Not everyone will get that one, though.
Hi, Ambrose. Is that like
I just read it.
All right, don't tell me later. That was Band-Aid in USA for Africa. Yeah, oh my God. I want to tell you about it, but you guys didn't see it. Oh my God, when they first got in the room and they started, what's his name? Goldorf? I forgot his name.
Bob Geldof.
Bob Geldof started talking to these huge musicians. Like we're talking icons, rich musicians, and reminded them of why they were there and why they agreed.
Doing it for.
Remember, nobody was getting paid. This was just volunteer, right? Doing it for Africa and like the chills. I can feel it now.
But there's actually backstory to that.
Yeah, I know, but don't say
it. I could say this.
Okay.
A backstory to that is that Quincy Jones,
that's the other big
producing the whole thing.
Oh, and what about the first guy?
Yeah, let's not go too deep into it.
All right,
you need names and places. But Quincy Jones knew that he needed something to get these people focused.
Yes.
They were all tired. It's late at night. They were all coming from all over the place.
No, but I'm talking about before that, when they first got. They're tired from that.
From everywhere. They came from the award show. They came from all over the country. They're there. They're not focused. Their egos are firing on all cylinders. They're talking to each other. They're jockeying for position as performers.
I missed it.
And he knew that they said later that they said in the documentary that it was kind of like Quincy Jones knew they needed somebody
Dan Aykroyd was there
to focus everybody.
Right.
And Bob Geldof's
Sidney
speech
Laupner, of course.
wiped all the
Yes.
and dust
Oh my
out of
God, they
everybody's
got so
brains,
serious.
and got everybody to stop
my
thinking
God.
about this just being a recording thing and thinking about the reason they were recording it. And it was the exact reason they did it. That was he knew something. He kind of knew, I got to have somebody that gives these guys a wake-up call while you're really here.
Oh, so wait, Hollow says that, did we see the Talking Heads documentary? I thought we did.
It stopped making sense?
Yeah,
Yes.
we saw
years
that, right?
And years
yeah,
and years and years
I thought
ago.
so. Oh, I'm sorry,
Gazillion
Rubicon.
years
No,
ago.
I would never ignore you or anyone.
We
I'm
saw-
so sorry, and neither would
Did we
HC
miss
Teacher
something?
or any of the mods. We might have missed something he said, but we miss a lot of things.
miss a
Everyone
lot of
here
things.
could tell you that we miss a lot of
Miss a
things.
lot of things.
And
There's
that's why
like a
we
lot of
watch our
comments in
videos
here.
back. At least we try to
We
watch
try to.
every video back. Like right now, I see Alan's mentioning something about next Friday. Actually, we have plans for next Friday, but that sounds cool, Alan,
What's Alan saying?
about something happening at Rockefeller Center. But we have plans next week. If you're not busy
do.
next Friday, there's a special event at Rockefeller Center. They're renaming the plaza to commemorate the 25th anniversary of Law and Order. And ironically, we've said I've never watched one episode of
I've
Law
never
and
seen
Order.
an episode.
You might have seen half. Yeah, Huey Lewis was there. Yep.
I've seen a half an episode.
Thank you for understanding, Rubicon, and everybody else. If we missed something, it was never intentional.
Did we miss something
Yes,
from
Kiana.
Rubicon? What did we miss?
I don't know. It's gone. I have to go back and watch it later. Yes, Lionel Richie,
we'll watch
Kiana,
it
that's exactly who I was saying to Anthony. He was one of the big names.
He
was
was a lot on the
so
documentary.
amazing.
He's interviewed a
And
lot.
of
in
course,
the
who's
documentary.
the guy? What's his name? Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones?
Quincy
yeah.
Jones had to wrangle these people up. It was amazing.
Yes, and the most. You take care and stay sweet, teacher. Have a good evening, says Rubicon. Thank you for
coming by.
Thank you for coming
Appreciate
by,
his leaving.
Rubicon.
Hi, Kerry.
And like Danette said, right, we may
Whatchamacallit.
occasionally miss a
not
thing here and
occasionally,
there.
all the time.
If there's so many comments, and if we
Midge organized it too. He is awesome. HC knows all the names. See, I don't know the names. I don't remember.
we could catch them all. We wish we could.
Yes,
You've never
Wolfgang.
seen Law and Order?
Boston Market is in our hood. Yes.
I have never seen Law and Order.
You're like dueling banjos. Yeah, we don't shut up. Somebody said to me once, "Why did you start a channel?" Because we can't shut up. We just have to keep talking.
We can't stop. We can't stop.
Okay, great. Thank you, HC. I don't want anybody to be offended. It's never intentional, ever. Please.
We don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to.
Rubicon, please come back next time as well.
Yeah, come back next time.
You're always welcomed here, please.
Because you know what happens? Like, you might find sometimes.
Steven
someone's-
says St. Patrick's is next Friday. No, it isn't, is it? Isn't it
No,
Sunday?
Sunday's
The
the St.
15th
Patrick's.
is Friday. I was about, my
15th
day. The
is
day I
Friday,
want
yeah,
to
it's
take off
Friday.
is I'm getting
Sunday's
the wrong
the
day.
St. Patrick's. I can relate to his wife HC due to her illness. Who are we speaking of?
Who said that?
Schmier? Schmier says I can relate because of.
Maybe they're having a private conversation. It's okay.
Oh, all right.
It's all right.
Just three Boston markets left in
Come to Queens. There's several of them.
in UA.
What
Where's
about, wait
UA?
a minute, what about Tremont Avenue, East Tremont Avenue? Do you know where that is in Bruckner Boulevard? I think there's a Boston Market there, and I think they're open. I've ran into Dan Aykroyd 4 times. He had a family cottage here in Ontario, Canada for years and comes into my city of Kingston. I've ran into a one-street town having lunch. Wow,
Interesting.
Lori. Wow.
Dan Aykroyd, an interesting. Dan Aykroyd, or as I always like to think of him, Erwin Mainway.
Oh, and Journey, that's right. Not Journey, not the whole.
Steve Perry.
Just Steve Perry, of course. Not the whole. I know I'm missing other people. Sheila E. was there. Bette Midler was there. See, I'll start to remember, of course, Sydney
Bette
Law.
Midler, Sheila E. There's a lot of people. A whole lot of people.
Yes, you're right, Alan. We had mentioned this before. St.
Al
Patrick's
Jarreau was
Day.
very drunk.
Al Jarreau, yeah. The St. Patrick's Day Parade is on Saturday in New York City and Manhattan, but the holiday is actually on Sunday.
Yes.
But the parade is on Saturday.
'Cause
I
when
will
the
be
parade
working Saturday,
falls on-
so I
'cause
am
when
not
the-
going to be going there.
Because when the day falls on a Sunday,
Oh, that's
the
okay.
feast day falls on a Sunday, they do not have the parade that day. They have it the previous day. They have it on the Saturday.
Say you, say me.
You could have knocked me over with a feather.
Oh, that was about Batiste, who she met. Oh, I see. See, I'm getting confused because I'm not reading everything. So yeah. How do you feel about someone putting chocolate sprinkles on peanut butter on club crackers as a sandwich? You had me at chocolate sprinkles.
I said chocolate sprinkles. And
Probably had him
butter.
at peanut butter.
At peanut butter, I like chocolate. And actually, and at club crackers, I really love club
Wow, that's cool,
crackers.
Lori.
Danette,
What about those?
club
Are those the
crackers?
ones that are rectangular and they're buttery?
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's the club cracker.
Hi, Ronnie. How are you?
Ronnie C.
Yeah,
Ronnie
Cindy
C,
Lauper's
how
jewelry
you
was
doing?
causing havoc during the recording. I didn't know any of that until I saw it.
Yes.
She was getting
Oh, what's
offended.
that
She
mean?
thought, "What do
Oh,
you
my
mean you
goodness.
hear thing?" And her voice was really like that. She doesn't talk like that no more.
What do you mean voices?
What do you mean you hear voices? What are you talking about? They were hearing the background sound, and it turned out to be she had
was just
so
a
many
jewelry.
necklaces
A
on.
necklace.
But remember, she came from the VMAs.
Yes,
she was
she
at
came
the
from the
award
VMAs.
show. She was dressed. They came straight there. I don't
There
want to
were
say
people
too much.
who weren't
You
at the
guys have to see
VMAs
it.
who were there at the event, but they got so
Oh,
many
he
of
loves
them
Canada.
because of the VMAs. You can easily forget. Actually, this documentary reminded me. You could forget. You remember back in the day how big the VMAs were. VMAs. I mean the AMAs. The
AMA.
American Music
Wait, it's not
Awards.
big no more? What do you
No,
mean?
the American Music Awards are basically dead. They're gone. But like at the time, the American Music Awards were king in those days. They were the American Music Awards were much more popular than the Grammys.
Did you, Robert? Oh, look, everyone. Something we didn't know about Robert Kaczynski. He named his cat Cindy after Cyndi Lauper.
Well, I wouldn't know. Although Cindy is a random. Danette used to say she had a thing against people naming their animals people names.
I didn't have anything against it. I just didn't want to do that.
She would never do it. Like when we got Munchie, when Munchie's original name was like Griselda.
There's a
or
reason.
Ballerina,
Listen, I have an
or
actual
like-
heartbreaking reason why I said it. There's nothing personal. I know some people name their cats and dogs Petey or whatever, but there's a
William
reason.
the
You
dog.
dozed off. Did we bore you, Sharon? I'm joking.
Did we bore you?
No, it's getting late. It's 8:00. The Grammys were considered old and stuffy. Were they? I didn't
Yeah,
know
they
that.
were.
Oh, and Zilla. Oh, yeah, after Godzilla. Oh, that's cute. I remember Zilla. I didn't remember Cindy.
And there's no reason not to name an animal after Godzilla.
You can invite rock stars. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, the reason I didn't like, and I don't know if anybody from New York, I don't know if you've ever gone to we've taken you there, to the what is it called? The North Shore Animal League, where the animals are.
League.
There was a dog in the new hot thing is the DNA and A, the Danette and Anthony Awards. So
The DNA
I think the AMAs were Dick Clark Productions. Oh, really?
Yes, they were.
Oh, maybe that's why it changed.
It was a Dick Clark
Griselda.
production.
Anyway, so there was a dog in, oh my God, I cannot spell Taralini crackers. Taralini. There was a dog in there named Fred, which is a man's name, right? Fred. And the dog's face, I mean, I'm not even laughing. It's not funny. The dog's face had like a German Shepherd / I don't know what else. Stop it, Aunt.
It was a German
The
Shepherd
poor animal
poodle,
had like, it was a
like,
big dog, but like
golden retriever
the
mix.
ears drooped, and the dog just wasn't a cute dog at all. But he was a
Wasn't
big
cute.
dog.
He was Fred.
And I thought, oh my God, this dog needs a home. Of course, we couldn't take him because we had an apartment. We weren't allowed dogs. Still not allowed dogs.
At
And
the time,
every
she's
time,
talking about when we lived in our first apartment.
yes, when we first got married,
It was like
and
one
every
room.
and
Remember the
let me
closet?
tell you, I used to go there as a thing to do. What do you want to do today? Oh, let's go to North Shore. I want to see the dogs and the cats. That's what I would do. I know that
RG,
sounds
hey.
weird. RG's been here. That's the one. That's the person who did the Capitals. Remember, Anthony?
No,
Wake up.
That's GH who had the
Oh,
Capitals, honey.
was it?
RG's
Hold on.
person had just arrived.
I'm sorry, RG. Wait, the letters are confusing me.
GH, not
Oh
RG.
yes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm an idiot. Hi, RG. Hey, everyone.
And hello, GH, one
And
more
GH.
time.
Anyway, wait. Let me finish saying this. So Every single time we go there. And I didn't mean to see him, but...
Where's the napkins? Danette says to me.
But but what happened was every time I'd see him, it would be year after year after year. Poor Fred. Nobody took him.
Nobody
adopted Fred. And finally we would go, and then Fred was gone. And I was like, oh my God, Fred probably died. It was like years and years later.
I know that. The dog was young. He was like 1 year old.
No, he wasn't, Aunt.
He wasn't that old.
He wasn't.
All right, he was 4 years
And so
old.
since then, I didn't like any
People names.
I didn't like any, people
Human
names. Yeah.
names.
For me, anyway.
Well, here's the deal.
I can't believe I
It's like
spent all
human-
that time, saying that.
It was human
We
names.
already have plans, Joseph. Sorry. He wants to know if we want to go to New Haven for New Haven St. Patrick's Day Parade. There are so many parades here.
It's a lot of
And we're
parades.
probably going to do the parade on Sunday, but it won't be in Manhattan because they're doing theirs on
Manhattan one is
Saturday. And I have to
Saturday.
work.
We may do one on Saturday.
On Saturday.
That's-
On Sunday,
I'm
not
gonna-
Saturday.
Sunday, rather.
The year the Beatles broke
Yeah.
onto the scene in the U.S., best song of the year went to the Hello Dolly by Louis Armstrong. Give me a break. I knew then at the age of 13 that the Grammys were old hat. Well, award shows, you know the way that is.
Yes.
The Academy Awards. Come on. What was that disgusting movie I can't stand? Didn't it win? Oh my God.
What are you gonna? You're still harping on.
Let
the
me tell
English
you something.
patient?
Before Seinfeld made that joke, I swear to God, Anthony wanted to see The English Patient. We went to see it when it first came out. And I was like, oh, I can't, Anthony. Can we leave? He's like, I won't leave in the middle of a movie. He's very, very stuck up
No,
when
I
it comes
don't
to
do that.
movies. He won't leave in the middle of a movie.
I'm not getting up in the middle
So I'm
of
like,
a movie.
I hate
need to
this
know how
movie.
every
I
story
hate
ends.
this movie is
It's
terrible.
just the way I am.
And then Seinfeld came out with Elaine doing that whole thing I was doing.
Die
She was-
already! Die!
Like, I didn't say that, but I was like, see? And we saw that Seinfeld episode. I said, see, I'm not the
I'm
only
not the
one.
only one that didn't like it.
Then it goes and wins the Oscar. Come on.
It was really, really a prestige
Oh, it was
movie. That's why it
awful.
won.
It sucked.
Everybody knows it
Come
wasn't
on.
the best movie.
Somebody,
that happens a lot.
come on. How it won the best movie,
Still
I'll
not
never
the worst
understand.
movie to ever win the Academy Award for Best
I know,
Picture.
I'm sorry,
The
Jan.
worst
I shouldn't
movie
have
to
told
ever
that
win.
story. Maybe I'm wrong.
The-
Maybe somebody did adopt him. I don't know.
The worst movie to ever win the Academy Award was It's a Toss-Up.
Oh, Raven,
between
we just like
Cavalcade-
each other. I'd love to visit the animals.
She does.
If I can adopt all the animals in the world, if I won the lottery, I would help the animals. I would help people too, but the animals.
It's a toss-up
Oh my
between
God.
Cavalcade, Cimarron, and The Greatest Show on Earth. Those are your three possible worst movies to ever win the Oscar for Best Picture. And then
Yeah, it's pet discrimination.
Right
exactly.
out of that group, looking in from off to the
What's
side
Cosworth's animals?
are The English Patient and Shakespeare in Love. Those are the
Stephen.
two movies just off to the side,
Yeah.
peeking over the shoulders of
Mota
Cimarron,
Guzzi. Was he Mota
Cimarron,
Guzzi.
Cavalcade,
That's cute.
and
Yeah.
Greatest Show on Earth. Greatest Show on Earth, probably the winner. Probably the winner of that contest for badness, and then winning the Academy Award. It really stunk.
Didn't you say in 1930, was it 1932 when all the good movies came out? 1934? 39.
39
Okay, name
is
them.
generally
Name the
considered
movies.
the big year. In 39, Gone with the Wind won. But 39 was the same year that movies like Goodbye Mr. Chips and Ninotchka and Stagecoach and just Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, The Wizard of Oz. I didn't like it. A lot of other people didn't like it. I know there's several people like Shakespeare in Love. I said it was, I didn't say it was a terrible movie. I said it probably shouldn't have won the Oscar. I don't think it's one of the worst. It's in the worst movie category.
Wizard of Oz is from 1939.
I actually enjoyed Shakespeare in Love, but it's one of those movies that doesn't have an audience anymore. I would say that's one of the things. one of the things about it. And The Wizard of
Heather,
Oz was also
exactly.
1939. And what I was saying was that, like, looking back on it, if you had to, like, make a call...
Heather said, I love you, Fred. Fred needs a home.
Heather loves Fred.
I always talk about Fred. You know that affected
See,
my
there's
life.
someone that hated The Wizard of Oz.
Listen, that affected my life.
Everybody has
I always
their own
refer
opinion
back
on
to
things,
Fred. Like
their own taste.
a dog that nobody wanted. It was terrible. It was terrible. I don't want to go into that. Good. Well, you can't. Not everybody can like everything.
Stagecoach. There were tons of great movies
Hi,
in
Arma
1939.
States. How are you?
Gone with the Wind, unfortunately, was the most important movie of 1939, but it was far from the best. It was not the best movie of 1939. There were so many good movies in 1939. And Gone with the Wind wasn't the best of them, unfortunately. Gone with the Wind had the best performance.
Hi,
Vivian
Lou
Lee
72. How
as
are you?
Scarlett O'Hara, but it did not.
Shakespeare in Love was great. I don't remember it. I mean, if you saw it, I must have seen it, right?
A lot of people loved it. We liked it, but like it hasn't aged
George
well
says
in the opinion
worst.
of a lot of people.
Worst is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Don't you have the book?
Oh, I've read all the Hitchhiker's Guide books. The worst movie ever made? I don't know. I don't know at all.
I mean, you and I could talk about movies. When I
We
saw
talk about
Gone with the
movies a
Wind,
lot-
okay,
movies a
listen.
lot.
I never saw Gone with the Wind until I went out with Anthony. We went down to Manhattan at one
And we saw
fancy.
we
went to a
theater.
fancy theater. There was an intermission. They had
There's an
the
intermission.
the red what is it called?
It was
The
when the
seats,
new
red
remastered
yeah,
print came out.
It was a new remastered theater. It had like the crushed velvet. It was so cool. And I remember when the movie ended, and I was like, "That's it." And I
was like, "That's
realized,
it."
I realized it wasn't that I didn't enjoy it or like the movie afterwards. I realized, and that only happened, I think, to that movie. I realized that was one of those movies that they put it up so much that I guess I was expecting something else, and you really shouldn't judge. You know what I mean?
Because in the end, when you watch
Yeah, it
it
was
and
a
you
great year
judge
for
it,
movies,
and in
1939.
the end you watch it and you judge it for like what it is, you realize that like there's many different reasons
So
why
I don't think
Gone
it's
with the Wind
bad.
is not great. There's many different reasons. The problematic nature of some of the portrayals and the ideas behind the story. But even just judging it as a movie, it's not really that good a movie. It's just a fact.
Well,
in my
the
opinion.
acting and
It's
the...
my opinion, not that good.
I
a
didn't know
movie.
you didn't like it that much either.
It's
I
not
was
that good a
very, very
movie.
surprised. I was like, that's it?
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Wuthering Heights. Oh, Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering Heights,
love
also
Wuthering Heights.
1939. Wuthering
Oh,
Heights.
I love that movie.
That's another movie.
And I love the song that sings Wuthering Heights, you know.
Kate Bush.
Kate Bush.
What song?
Kate Bush's Wuthering Heights. Oh my
You know,
God, I love that
immediately-
song. Come
Oh, Mistakes,
on.
how you doing? I immediately had this reaction when Danette said that, and I was thinking,
A
who's
tortoise?
singing in Wuthering Heights?
No.
I was like, who was it? Olivia de Havilland?
72. I think Fred is in a good place now. I do too. You know why?
Luce.
Because he mattered, and Fred mattered to me, and he didn't know it. And even though he didn't know it, I know it. Fred mattered to me. I couldn't adopt him, but I know that he was always there, and he was the one I would go visit.
Loose 72's in the house. He's voting for several adult features.
Jezebel was 1938, and Casablanca was 1940. I love old black and white
1940,
movies. So do I,
1940
Carol.
film.
I love black and white movies. I could go inside right now in the living room and put on some of our old movies, and I would love it. I would just sit there and be in heaven. I love the old movies, the good ones. Occasionally now I'm watching all the bad ones because Anthony's watching Mystery Science Theater and they're playing all the bad old black and white movies.
I like to watch some good old Ed Wood movies. I've grown so tired of Wuthering Heights, the movie. Both characters were Looney Tunes. You know, the movie, the original movie in 1939, is only actually shows a small portion of the story in the book.
You know, I love the movie, the book too, Wuthering Heights. And you know what? I love Great Expectations. I read it in grammar school.
Danette likes
And
the
then-
David Lean version.
Oh my
Mrs.
God,
Havisham.
I love it. I read Great Expectations in St. Benedict's, and then we all went into the auditorium one day, and in 3 days they let us watch on the big screen. We watched Great Expectations. It was in black and white, and I was like, oh,
Men
I
in
love
Tights.
it. I love it, love it, love it. It's great to read the book first and then watch the movie.
Stephen Fox votes Original Psycho. Original Psycho, a wonderful, Tony Perkins, Anthony Perkins.
That's
one of the
right,
great
Hal. It doesn't make us
performances.
less lovable for our big
One of
feet.
the greatest,
Exactly.
one of the great performances in movie history. Obviously, there's an example of
Steven
an
said
alternative
Ed
Oscar.
Wood movies are great.
Here's an example that you would give alternate Oscars to. And the fact
Christian, that's
was there's
funny.
no universe in which Anthony Perkins, Norman Bates was not the best performance by any actor in that year that Psycho came out. It is definitely the best performance by any actor. He should have been the best actor. And it was the most important, in what was
That's true,
arguably the
Alan.
most influential film made in 1960 was Psycho, and it should have won him Best Actor. But there's always been a prejudice against horror films, science fiction films, fantasy films in the Academy Awards. Very few, only twice have actors won for roles in horror movies.
Everybody's saying how they love
Frederick
Natalie
March
Wood.
and Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs. There's still only 2 actors that have won in what you would refer to
You're
as
right,
horror
Choppy. Nothing
movies.
like the old movies. Everybody's mentioning Natalie Wood.
Natalie Wood, I really love Splendor in the Grass.
Oh, yeah. Splendor in the Grass.
But I quote a lot
Oh,
of
and
Miracle
you can't.
on 34th
Miracle on
Street from
30.
when she was a
No,
tiny child.
but also, was she the one that was in? Wasn't Natalie Wood Was it Natalie Wood? See, I'm going to get confused now.
This is going to be wrong.
You know.
So don't take it to heart.
This, look.
Yes, you are incorrect.
Okay, I am incorrect. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Danette, you can't see, but Danette got that one dead wrong.
I knew I did.
That was not Natalie Wood.
Who
I'm
was
gonna be
it?
nice.
Who was
I'm
it?
not going to say who it was.
All right,
not
but what
gonna
was the
say who
movie?
it was.
What was the movie?
Then they're going to know who
All right,
it was.
don't say
What
it.
was Natalie Wood?
don't
Neither one
remember.
of the women in that movie.
Okay.
There were 2 women in that movie, well known and
Don't
easily
say it.
recognizable.
Taipan was one of the worst.
Neither
movies.
one of them
What was
were
worse,
Natalie Wood.
Taipan or I'm asking you, what was worse, Taipan or the English Patient? What do you think?
The English Patient. Because the English Patient
Finally,
was
you
boring.
admit it.
No, because the English Patient was boring.
My favorite movie is Ben-Hur, says George. But everybody in Ben-Hur got hurt. They really made you work
Corey's
back then.
Miracle on 34th was her first falling in love.
Watch Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Have not yet seen it. Looking it up. Oh, we've seen it.
It's
bad.
a musical
But it's funny.
that's a horror movie and a comedy. So there you go.
Basil
do with that
Rathbone,
as
you will.
As you will.
Nigel Bruce, old Sherlock Holmes movies.
Those the Sherlock and Watson, the original Sherlock, or not the original, but they're the Sherlock and Watson that were back in the day. For a long time,
Christian
they were
said-
the definitive.
Christian said Fred is
Sherlock
hanging
and
out,
Watson.
hanging with that cool cat named Barney on the other side. He always looked good in leopard spots. That's right. I like Rear Window. That's my favorite Hitchcock.
That's Danette's favorite.
What's your
Alfred
favorite?
Hitchcock
I love
movie.
Rear Window.
My favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie. I'm gonna preface that by saying my favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie to watch.
We have
is
them too,
still
April.
Psycho. But the movie that I recognize
Did you
as
wave and you did
the
Great
best one
Expectations?
is
Or what?
Vertigo. Vertigo is the best.
I don't
movie.
like Vertigo that much.
I know not everybody loves it, but it is the best.
You like the way it's written, you
And
mean?
yeah, it's Hitchcock's greatest achievement. in film.
I know that Rear Window is not as great an achievement, but I just enjoy watching
Rear
that the
Window
most.
is more enjoyable
Yes,
than Vertigo.
I like the actors.
Vertigo is
I
more
like the
uncomfortable.
story, and I don't like uncomfortable. The birds,
Vertigo
all I
is
keep
more
thinking about is that
uncomfortable.
poor woman had her freaking skull attacked because.
There's no birds in Vertigo.
No, I said in the birds. I don't like that movie because she really got hurt. He was mean.
Very few birds.
Right? Isn't that
Yes.
true? What's her name again? I know she's
Tippi
Melanie
Hedren?
Griffin's mother. Yeah. Tippi Hedren, that's it.
Ben-Hur's chariot race was great. Great for the time at the time in a movie. Yes, that huge widescreen effect. You know, see like when when I was a kid, I saw Ben-Hur in Pan and Scan on like old
Is that
TVs
true, Carol?
where the
I didn't know
TVs were
that.
square. Where the TVs were square, and man, when you look at the Pan and Scan side by side with the full wide screen of Ben-Hur, the chariot race particularly, boy, you notice the difference.
Oh, wow.
You love the
I
Joan
love-
Fitz loves Strangers on a Train.
Oh, I didn't know Joan was
do
here.
love-
Yeah, we love
I
that
do love
too.
Strangers on
And
a
I
Train.
love,
I think
love,
it is
love.
one of the
Someone
best.
mentioned.
It's really hard to do. You know,
Oh,
Hitchcock was a
Karina,
great
I
filmmaker.
love To Sir with Love. Oh my God, I love that movie.
We
I
do
loved
like the
him
movie.
too. I love him too. What's his name again? See, I don't remember. What's his
Sidney
name?
Poitier.
Sidney Poitier. I love him too.
Sidney Poitier. Now we have the 6,000 signal. So
I don't know. Maybe somebody
about
was
that.
doing
Yeah.
something.
Someone doing something.
What's
Someone
boring,
interfering.
LAB in capital letters? What's boring? What movie do you think is boring?
What's
Well,
boring?
what's boring? I still think the Muppets made the best movies. No, is that true?
Who said that?
Holla. My favorite movie is Harold and Maude.
Dr. Strangelove. Is that?
Hi,
Dr.
S. Fields. How are you? Great
S.
to see
Fields in the
you.
house. How you doing? Dr. Strangelove is a great movie. That's a Kubrick movie. That's a great film.
Coleslaw
And Kubrick, a
said
great
that he thinks
filmmaker.
that what's his name should have got for playing the mother on Psycho should have got an award. Who won for
Mother?
that?
What do you mean? You mean Anthony Perkins?
Yeah, Anthony Perkins.
Yeah.
Who won that year?
I cannot remember off the top of my head. But whoever it
Harold and
was,
Maude is a great
they were
movie,
not
too.
as good as Anthony Perkins. I'm sorry. It's in my book over there. I would know.
Yeah, he has a lot of those things. Hey, can you open this
I have
again?
those kind of things, those kind of alternate Oscar.
I only saw the
type things.
film HC Teacher, but I saw Les Miserables on Broadway. Oh my God. We saw Les Miserables, Pink Panther, great movie, Peter Sellers,
Yep.
the 72 said. We saw Les Miserables on Broadway, but we were all the way in the back on the
We were
upper.
really far away.
It was the most awful experience I've ever experienced because
I
we
did not
couldn't
know
hear
I bought the
anything.
tickets
As
really far
big-
away.
Well, it's not our fault. It's the theater's fault. They
What's
should
the
have
point?
people there telling them to shut up. People were talking and talking and talking. I couldn't enjoy it.
They were talking a lot.
And I was gonna say that
Slim Pickens rides the bomb. Yes.
I was gonna say that we saw. Ironically, that you should mention Les Miserables because the other day I was looking up on YouTube the Les Miserables, the movie version that was on television, or the movie version rather, and I
yes.
loved the singing. I loved the singing. Like you would think, oh, they can't be good. Those are just actors, right? Regular actors. They're not singers. Right? They're not really singers. They're mostly regular actors, right? Who sang the parts. Oh my God, I thought it was amazing. I loved it.
Thanks.
Right,
honey.
Anthony? What
Yeah.
do you think? Did you
And
like it?
Yes, I did.
I think that if you didn't see Les Miserables, rent the movie. It is amazing. It really is. You'd be blown away. You would be like, oh my God, it can't be good. It's not like Broadway. No, it was really good. Just like West Side Story. I will tell you now, I am a huge West Side Story.
I think we.
I am a huge West Side Story fan. Like when I was a kid, there was 3 movies. I told you this already. West Side Story, The Wizard of Oz, and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I could not wait to see these 3 movies. Every single year it was out once a year. My parents had to make sure that make sure that the three of us love these movies. I don't know about West Side Story, the whole family loved. But my brothers and I always wanted to see these movies, right? And so I was sitting on the couch. We didn't watch it in the theater. We watched it here. And I was like, I couldn't believe how good it was. Like, I'm very skeptical of doing a different version of something. West Side Story, the remake, was really good. It was amazing, in my opinion. I do not like Blazing Saddles. I don't get it. I went to see that with my friends when I was younger, and I was like, you want to see it again? What? They wanted to see it over and over. I'm like, no, please. I just don't like it.
Everybody has a different series, different
Everybody's
taste.
different, yeah. Nutty Professor, one of my favorites. When I was a kid, also loved everything Jerry Lewis. I couldn't watch enough Jerry Lewis. I love Jerry Lewis. Yeah. Funny Girl. I love Barbara Streisand. I'll listen to her sing
Lewis's
anything.
Performance, and I don't think
Funny Girl,
Nutty
love that
Professor
too.
is a great movie, but Lewis's performance is so
he
underrated.
is just over the top. Is it underrated? I didn't know that.
His performance is so underrated. He probably should have been the winner of the Oscar for Best Actor the year the Nutty Professor came out. I don't remember these things off the top of my head.
But you know he lost.
The Magnificent? I know he lost. But he probably should have won.
I don't
That's
get
another
Blazing
one
Saddles.
where I
So many people like it,
it's
and
a
I don't
criminally
get
underrated performance.
Yeah, he was great.
It was his best performance. He never did anything that good before and never did anything that good after.
I thought he was like phenomenal. Yeah, anything Barbara Streisand, I'll watch it. I don't care. I love her. Anyway.
Barbara. Yeah, Barbara's like butter.
It's just a big
Barbara's
stick
like
of
it's
butter.
a big stick of
butter. All right,
butter.
anything else you guys want to talk about? Yeah,
Jerry Lewis right up there with Lucy. Says
Cinderella was another great one, Jerry Lewis. When I was a kid, I used to love that too.
CK, not a fan of Jerry.
Anthony doesn't like beaches. I don't know why.
I don't.
You don't like beaches. It was too sappy for you?
No, I do not like beaches. I think I actually think it's a bad movie. But hey, who am I?
Well, like you said, you can't love everything. Not everybody's gonna like. There are things you like, I don't like. I hate to say what I really don't like, and I only saw it once, and I never gave it another chance, but I would. Hi, Ida on Golden Pond. Hi, Ida Cruz.
I like
How
on
are you?
Golden Pond.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I wouldn't say it's my favorite though. Love Babs. I would tell you this, and you're probably all going to kill me, but I have to try it again. I would try it again. But I think it was one of those things where I was just like, I don't see why it's so great, was E.T. I just don't get it. I don't know why E.T. is so great. I guess I would watch it again and see. I must have missed the boat on it. Did you ever watch any of Alejandro
Jodorowsky
stuff?
Now, I have to admit, I
don't know
really
who that
haven't.
is.
I know who that is.
You do,
April.
but I don't.
I do know. I know who that is.
Auntie Mame, that's my favorite.
I know who that is, but
oh
I'm
my
not
God,
really
who said that? Diana.
With the movies.
Diana, that's what I was thinking of when I said I would go sit at the couch right now. I would see The Women or Auntie Mame. I always talk about Auntie Mame.
That I would want to watch, but
I love Rosalind
just
Russell.
Never have gotten around to it.
Love Rosalind Russell. What's the other one called? My Girl Friday. That's the comedy she was in.
One of the interesting movie stories of all time is the story of the ill-fated
great, Shmi. I can't wait to hear it.
Dune. Which was like, okay, so you want to do a version of Dune. It's impossible, and you probably shouldn't have even tried to start doing it. Was the interesting story behind Jodorowsky's
Love
Dune.
Story is a good story. And Beaches, they didn't really like each other. Yeah, Matthew and Lemon. I forgot the name of the
My dad
shows.
made Henry Fonda coffee during filming.
How the West Was Won. Oh, that's cool.
I remember How the West Was Won. How the West Was Won
Did he
was
work
one of
there?
those movies that when I was a kid,
Irene Dunn is cool, yeah.
When I was a kid, that was one of those movies they would show in
the
like
Pisces in
4
us?
parts. With so many commercials that you would like die of freaking like dehydration by the time the movie had ended.
Yeah, Love
Like
Story.
by the time part 1 was over.
Love Story, Beaches, and of course Brian's Song. Did you guys ever see Brian's Song? When I was growing up, again, we didn't have videos or YouTube or DVDs or any of that. My father used to watch that movie every single year, and I would sit right next
That's
to him
a
and
good
watch
one,
it. Brian's
CAK.
Song. It was so sad, but a great movie, you know? If you know the movie, you know that song about
Yeah,
Gail
that was
Sayers.
like, if you ever get a chance to like hear about or read or watch any videos, video essays or anything about Alejandro Jodorowsky's attempt to make the movie Dune, that's a fascinating story.
Valley of the Dolls. What was the name of that movie? Whatever Happened to Mary Jane? Is that what it's called? The one with the 2 sisters? Or what is that called? That was scary.
Whatever Happened to Baby Jane?
Baby Jane, that's it, yeah. Oh, you love Brian's Song, Blue Star? It's very sad. It's very sad, but I've seen it so many times. 100,000 times. I've seen it like every year it was on. I love oh my God, HC Teacher, we have a story about that.
What's that?
We did not see The Bridges of Madison County because there was some other great movie that was out and we could only see one movie at the time. Oh, Adriana.
That was a movie.
And we just missed it because we used to go to the movies all the time. Like every weekend we would go to the movies. We're big movie buffs, right? And we didn't see it. So then we missed it. We're like, damn, we didn't see it. It's schmaltzy or whatever. It's a love story, whatever. He wasn't really into that. He wanted to see all the other things. Well, anyway.
Joanne Woodward, Lou 72.
We went and saw it on TV when it came out, right? We saw it home and then we saw it and saw it and saw it and we love it and love it. Right, Anthony? Mm-hmm. We've seen Bridges of Madison County over and over and over again, and we didn't see it in the theater because we love it so much. That part where she puts her hand on the door of the truck and it's raining. Like the whole thing is the rain, and she's got a hand on that door. Like, are you gonna open that door or not open that door? You're gonna open that door. That was it was killing me when I saw that for the first time. It was killing
me, Smalls.
Yeah, Joan Crawford and Betty Davis.
That movie makes me cry, says April. Yes, it does.
Which one, Madison County?
I think she must be talking about Bridges of Madison County. I saw the Rocky Horror Picture Show 127 times. Danette saw it.
I've seen it a lot too. Oh my God, Alan. The audience is everything. You have to know everything. Deliverance is another movie I saw when I was really young. My parents loved that movie. I love riding in cars with boys. I know we saw that, but I thought it was bad. I don't remember. Did I like it? I
didn't like that movie. Who mentioned that?
Armist
Bates.
Endless Love. I saw that in the theater with my friend because she wanted to see it.
I really didn't like that picture. I know what movie you mean, though.
Let me see.
It was okay. It was okay. I could take it.
Exactly. To love someone, to be able to love like that in a person's lifetime. Exactly.
I love that. It has so many great lines in it. It's great performances. It's one of Meryl. It's a great performance by Meryl Streep. It's an unheralded performance by Meryl Streep. You know, Meryl Streep, as famous as she is and as over the top, well known as an actor with all these Oscar nominations over the years, she still managed to have a couple of underrated, under the radar performances. One of them's in Bridges of Madison County. Not as heralded as it probably should have been. You know, she did the Italian accent and all, but it's not about the accent. The other one is...
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I think we're going to keep it lighthearted, nothing serious like that. I just don't want to talk about that, okay?
I don't know what we're talking about.
She asked, what do you think of this lawsuit going on with Alex Bowman and him claiming he didn't realize the gun had a bullet in it? Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. Let's bypass that.
subject matter.
Silence of the Lamb always makes me emotional. Place the lotion in the basket. It's so sad, though, isn't it? Especially that part.
It's a scary.
Coleslaw, if you can't get into musicals, you're missing out.
Can't get into musicals. You're missing some great musicals.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was a great movie. A great, great movie. Great cast. George thinks that... What did George say before? I forgot now. I heard him say something. The 10 Commandments had one of the best casts. Do you think that too? It did, right? I used to watch that all the time. Hi, Mikey. How are you? We're good.
The 10 Commandments is one of those movies. Let's be frank. You can't watch it with a straight face. That's one of those movies.
I don't think I've ever seen Out of Africa. Did we see Out of Africa?
I've seen Out of Africa.
I don't think I've seen it. I have to see that. I don't know
that's
why
an example. Wait, that's an example of one of the more boring Academy Award winning.
Why it
motion
wasn't
pictures.
good? Is that the one about Goodall?
It's Meryl Streep. She's really good in it, but that's about all there is.
Is that the movie about Goodall with the?
No, not at all.
I'm getting confused.
That's a movie about the poet Isaac Dinesen.
I like music. I like movies. Actually, I changed my mind. I do like a musical. Shut up, Coleslaw.
You do like a musical? I can't.
Oh, I love you guys. Speak your minds. Speak your mind.
I watched it once. That was all I could do. That was all I could do. The Pick of Destiny, Tenacious D. I think we've seen that, actually. It was kind of fun. It's fun.
Three Faces of Eve. Did that scare you, Anthony? I don't remember that.
I totally remember that movie. Joanne Woodward, great actress, amazing Academy Award winning performance.
Oh, that's so cool. April said that Rocky Horror Picture Show was her husband and her's first movie they saw together. Talk about breaking the ice. That's just fun, you know? Or you could take it the wrong way and not like it, or... Yeah, well, you can't like everything.
Does anyone remember the Faces of Death movies?
What's that?
I remember them in the video stores. There was these fake-ass movies that were supposed to be scenes of actual people and animals being killed. But
I love Meryl
really
Streep. She's one of my favorite actresses, too.
For the most
now.
part.
I love Meryl Streep.
Another very
Wait,
underrated,
that's the music you like? What's it called? Is that the name of it? Rocky Horror Picture Show was boring.
Unheralded.
You have to like the music, really. Good.
Another unheralded and underrated Meryl Streep performance.
Wait, let me move my chair.
Is she doesn't get a chance to be like, excuse me, be
Full
like
Hand
funny
Luke
or weird that often. And in the movie adaptation, she is. That's one of her unheralded performances. She's just a supporting character.
Oh,
but
Alan,
she's amazing
my mom used to love that movie.
And she gets to be funny and strange in the movie adaptation.
You love using that emoji, Alan?
Where she sort of plays.
You love using that emoji?
Susan Orlean.
Look what I called it, Genius Chit Chat.
Sort of.
Showtime now, because it was just on. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. Hi, Breezy again.
That's not new. Danette's been interrupting me for years.
From the beginning of time.
Since the beginning of time.
Yeah, or Bambi. Do you remember watching Bambi when you were a kid? Oh my God, it's scary. The Devil Wears Prada was fun. I like that. My favorite movies are, we've already talked about this. There's so many. I always forget them and then we talk about them later. But off the top of my head, I like Field of Dreams. I like the 3 movies I already mentioned. I like the old movies.
You like the clapboard, CAK?
You like that?
I know you like Field of Dreams. Mikey,
Birds.
how you doing, Mikey?
I like nothing about Rocky Horror. I just don't get it. You know what?
And not everybody likes it.
It's weird in spots, I admit. The ending is not my favorite. It's kind of really weird.
Not everybody doesn't have to like everything.
I think it's the music that... I didn't like it when I first saw it.
I thought Faces of Death was real.
I saw it in high school.
Tell me about the rabbits, George.
I love that movie. And I love the book.
She loves that movie. Yeah, yes, Of Mice and Men.
So sad. I love Of Mice and Men.
Yes.
And I actually saw it in theater, too.
Burgess Meredith Lon Chaney version.
I do? I don't know. I like the old ones.
That's the old one.
Yeah, and we went and saw it in the theater, remember it? In Broadway.
100%
Fried green
sure,
tomatoes is one of my favorite, Pookie said. Too heavy, Bambi? Yeah, I saw it as a kid.
I
It
like
killed
fried
me.
green tomatoes.
I did too. I liked it.
Danette loves we love Shawshank Redemption also.
Oh my God,
Dead
how many
Poets
cried when
Society,
old
we've
Yella
seen-
died?
We've
Joseph
seen like a
said.
billion times.
Yeah.
Joseph, yes, everybody cries when.
You know what Anthony likes to watch too? That used to be one of my father's favorites. Shane! Come back, Shane!
I like Shane. Shane
That's a
is
good
an
movie.
interesting movie.
That was a Western.
Shane is another interesting
Oh,
movie
Hazel.
because it's an interesting Western that doesn't paint the Western gunslinger.
Do you know what other movie
Even
we
though
love?
the gunfighter is the hero and main character in
Yeah,
the
the
story,
music
the
is great,
undertone of the movie is that it doesn't paint him as the true hero, and it makes it very clear that he understands that his time is passing.
Oh,
Those people
April,
are
that
passing
is,
into
oh,
the
no.
past.
I watched it and then I literally couldn't watch it no more. There's a scene in that movie that I am scarred. Yeah,
What are we talking about?
well, she said not to talk about it, but since she brought it up, I'll tell you.
Well, you can
Clockwork
tell me what it
Orange.
is.
I do not like that movie
Clockwork Orange is
at
a great
all.
movie.
That's awful. That is torture. Don't watch it. You guys
Another
don't watch
Kubrick
it. It's bad.
masterpiece.
No. That was bad, Aunt. That was bad. You know what other movie we love? 12 Angry Men. Anthony watches it every night. He watches the people who watch it.
I watch reaction videos
Reaction
of 12
videos.
Angry Men.
So I can tell you the
I've
whole
seen a
movie
lot.
because we've seen it. So it's a great movie.
I've seen
really
it a lot.
is.
I have the DVD.
Yeah.
I have the Criterion
Streetcar
Collection
Named
one.
Desire is good. Yeah.
I have the Criterion Collection. Shawshank Redemption and Field of Dreams. I've seen it so many times. Dead Poets Society. I've seen it so many times. There's here's a weird double feature for you. If you people like
I don't
art,
like
if
that movie.
anybody is loving arty films, here's a strange double feature for you.
Oh,
Watch
Raven,
the
you
movie.
wouldn't like it. Go ahead.
Watch the movie Fitzcarraldo, and then follow it up by watching the documentary Burden of Dreams.
Say that one more time. Fitzcarraldo.
Fitzcarraldo, then follow it up with Burden of Dreams. The Burden of Dreams being the delirious
Ida says
documentary
James Stewart, It's a Wonderful Life.
about
Of
the
course.
making
That's a great
of
movie.
Fitzcarraldo. So watch the movie first, then watch Burden of Dreams, which is Werner Herzog's
my God.
creation documentary documenting his behind the scenes, essentially.
Well, that just makes it
documenting-
worse, Joe.
Documenting the creation of the film. So, to ask yourself, if you make a movie about a man who's trying to drag a boat
Good night,
across
Steven.
over a mountain,
God bless you too. Good
you
night.
may have to actually
taking out
drag it over a
miles.
mountain.
Wait, say that again.
Guys,
Steven's
Steven,
leaving.
good night. Love having you here. Thank you
course.
so much for being with us. Mean Streets is a very good movie. Classic, early Scorsese.
Yeah, Pookie. I couldn't watch it. It was so scary.
So, if you want a
The dreams
strange,
may come.
double feature, go with Fitzcarraldo. Follow it up with Burden of Dreams.
Oh, Mike. Was it Mikey who just said somebody just watched Wonka?
Did you?
Tell me if you liked it. Don't tell me about it, but did you like it?
Don't tell us about it. Tell us what you
Uncle
liked
Buck
it.
was on last night.
Katerina Falcone.
Hi, Katerina. How are you?
Say, just saw your name. How
Yeah,
you doing,
I didn't see her
Katerina?
either.
I don't know if I saw Katerina.
Maybe we did earlier.
I don't think I did. Maybe
My
I
husband
did, and I
watches
forgot.
Hunt for Red October over and over again. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that movie too.
Sean Connery.
I never seen Clockwork Orange. Have no interest in it. I'm just telling you, there's a scene in there that's brutal. I don't want to talk about it. It's brutal. I just... When I saw that scene, I could not watch anymore. It is brutal, I'm telling you.
You could pretty much sit and talk about every Kubrick movie.
Was
for
it good,
hours and
Mikey?
hours
Was it a
and
good
hours.
movie? I love, what's his name? Oh, God, if I remember anybody's name. I've mentioned it before. One of my favorite movies is The Heart is a Lonely Hunter. What's his name, man?
Alan Arkin.
Alan Arkin. One of my favorite movies.
We like Alan Arkin
Age
also
of
in
Innocence. Oh, Scorsese,
Little
of
Miss
course. is
Sunshine.
great. Yeah, Little Miss Sunshine.
The Age of Innocence is a Martin Scorsese film. That is correct.
Yes,
That's
Adriana, you're
Scorsese's
right.
period
It's
piece.
a new story. We're gonna have to watch it and see. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't like Exodus that much either. It's scary. I don't like scary movies anymore. I used to have to watch it when I was
Exorcist.
younger.
I was
Exorcist,
like,
I'm saying it
well,
wrong.
why is Exodus
Anthony,
a
scroll up
scary
and read.
movie?
She also was the manager for the old group called the Cadillacs who sang Speedo, and she wrote the song Gloria.
Who's that?
I don't know. She said she. Who are you talking about? That's a she.
Oh, but there must be more to that.
Oh, my sister-in-law's aunt was the casting agent for Martin Scorsese's film and Woody Allen films. Oh, cool.
Okay.
Very brutal scene. I know just the scene you're talking about. Death Wish has the same type of scene. You know what I'm talking about, Choppy, right? Oh. Yeah, I love Alan Arkin. Anyway.
Alan Arkin is very wonderful.
Space
also.
Odyssey was a great movie, yes. I don't like horror
Yes.
anymore. When I was younger, when I was a teenager, a lot of my friends, that's all they ever wanted to watch, and I would just go along with it, and I hated it. Now I'm older, I just
Every once in a while.
The Slums of Beverly Hills was hysterical. We love that. Anthony loves that movie.
love it.
Love the whole cast
All right,
too.
we're going for steak. We're going to Sizzler.
You can't remember stuff
Also
when you're on a
Alan
live
Arkin.
stream. But if I was to write down all the things, there was so many
Little
other
Miss
people.
Sunshine, another great
I
Alan
forgot.
Arkin performance.
Yeah.
Greg Kinnear.
Vincent Price is good.
Of course,
What did Hollis say?
Abigail Breslin.
Hollis always. Let's see. I heard if you watch Wizard of Oz backwards, it's Clockwork Orange. Is that true? No.
No. I think you're thinking of something else.
Look at this. It's the end of the day for me. I look like crap. All right. Let's see. Let's wrap it up. What did we learn? Something about Mary. What did we learn? I didn't like Raising Arizona. Anthony loved Raising Arizona,
I like
right?
Raising Arizona.
Again, if it's a scene that's... I don't even think there was a bad scene in that compared to A Clockwork Orange. That was
Raising Arizona
bad.
is another Coen Brothers film. I like Coen
Yes.
Brothers films.
What is that show? What is the movie you like that's like different? You know those... Who's the director who does all the different movies where it's like you don't know what's happening? You know, it's like artsy...
There's a lot of artsy movies.
Yeah,
that
like
I
I
watch.
think I forgot the names of them, so I can't. Sizzle a Steak, yeah.
Sizzle
All right, so
Steak.
what did we learn tonight, guys? What did we
Best
learn?
performance by an
Don't go on
actress
a
in horror
treadmill
movie.
and be like
Don't
Anthony.
forget. Don't forget.
Best
Hereditary. Best performance by an actress in a horror movie in the last 10 years.
Hereditary?
That's Toni Collette in Hereditary.
Oh, Toni Collette is amazing.
Toni
Anthony,
Collette is the
what's the
best.
name of that movie that's like religious? It's black and white. It's like one of the first movies ever made. It's one woman. She's like in jail and she's in for something.
The Passion of Joan
The
of Arc.
Passion
by Carl
of Joan
Theodore
of Arc.
Dreyer.
That actress was so into her scenes and so into the part that she never worked again. She never
Yes.
worked again.
Wes Anderson. A lot of
I am a
Wes
very fast
Anderson is
talker.
quite an aesthetic.
Yes, that's who it is. Wes
I
Anderson.
love
That's
Wes
who I meant.
Anderson's films.
Incredulity
Wes
is a new
Anderson's
word. Exactly, HC teacher.
Wes Anderson is
You stay in
favorite
Beeston
Wes
Castle
Anderson
that's haunted
and
as
Wes
death.
Anderson movies.
Hi, Paul.
I still love Rushmore.
Oh yeah,
love
I like
Rush-
Rushmore
Russ
too.
An-
That's a
Wes
great
Anderson's
movie.
movies.
No, I
Royal
love Rushmore.
Tenenbaums is a great film.
I love Rushmore, and I love that actor in Rushmore. What's his name?
Ooh,
He's
What
the
do you mean, the
son
young-
of
Jason Schwartzman.
Jason Schwartzman. Yeah.
Yes.
What was
that's
that
a good
movie
one.
he was
Royal
in?
Tenenbaums is a great film.
What was that
I
movie
also
he was
really
in
love,
that the boyfriend, the husband died, and he had like a crush on her? Oh, what was that movie? That was a good movie.
I don't know what you're talking.
You know, he was in it. Talia Shire's son. I know you just said his name and I forgot. And he
Jason
was,
Schwartzman.
yeah, he had a crush on a teacher that came into a school, but the teacher's husband died, and he had a crush on
You're
her.
talking about Rushmore.
That was Rushmore?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was years and years and years ago, though.
That was a good movie.
Much younger. That was a good movie. I also love Island of Dogs, which is another Wes Anderson movie.
Island of Dogs.
Yeah, his animated film, which we also saw. We've seen a lot of his movies over the years. Oh yeah, Royal Tenenbaums.
He has some
that's a great
sense of humor.
picture,
Danette,
too.
you are a fast talker.
Danette's a fast talker.
Federico Fellini did what you might call artsy movies. Yes.
Yeah, they're artsy.
Anthony loves Pulp Fiction.
I do.
I
love
like
Pulp
it. I
Fiction.
wouldn't say
I've
love
seen it a million.
I mean, we know
times.
a lot of the parts where
Pulp
he
Fiction
mentioned
is a
like the burger
great
and stuff.
film.
Good night,
Some
folks.
Like
Thanks
a
for a
Hot
fun
is
time.
an all-time classic.
Yes, I was
Jack
thinking
Lemmon's
that.
performance.
Love you
One of
too,
the great
Raven. Thank you.
performances.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We
Raven,
learned
thank
how
you
to
so
bring it.
much.
We learned how to bring it home at the cardiologist. Alan said we learned how to bring it home at the cardiologist.
That's
Are
right.
you ready to bring it home? Anthony's fingers went like this. I'm bringing it home. Ah!
Okay, let's bring it home, Anthony. Bring it home.
I love the Thin Man series. Oh, wow.
Nick and Nora Jones.
Oh,
Yes.
we love Akira Kurosawa films.
Yes.
We just watched the movie. What was it we watched last night?
Last night we watched
Last
the
night we
movie
watched
Living, which
Living
is a
was
British
a
film.
great movie. Wow, that was
It's a
good.
British film. It is in
It was
fact based
interesting.
on the Kurosawa film Akira.
And Jim Jarmusch also. Yes. Hi, Penelope. How are
and
you?
it's really, really closely adapted from Akira.
I learned not to have a
Like,
stress
it's
test
a very
now. Come
good
here.
adaptation of the Japanese story.
Oh, did we see The Lamb? That sounds familiar. Artsy movie, watch The Lamb. It's really artistic and weird. Did we watch that?
What's the movie called?
The Lamb. It sounds familiar. Katerina.
Not sure.
Oh, the Royal Tenenbaums. We love that too. That
I'm
was
not
good.
sure that movie.
And you love that one.
Who made it? The
Hala
Lamb.
learned that if you find a shoe that fits, wear it.
One of the movies that's nominated this year.
Rubicon said, I learned you're always missing a sock.
Yeah, we saw Living with Bill
Did we
Nye,
ever get to...
British actor, really good.
Did you ever get to
and
see
really
Peggy
great
Sue Got
adaptation
Married?
of the
We did
Japanese
see Peggy
film.
Sue Got Married. I didn't care for it. I didn't think it was that
We
great.
did years later.
Full Metal Jacket was a great movie. Yes, a lot of the...
Another Kubrick movie.
Yeah. Let me see. Do they have it on Netflix or Prime? It's on Netflix.
Which
right,
one?
Ann? The one we watched
Living?
last night, Living?
Living is
And so-
on Netflix.
And so is the We Are the World, which is called A Night in Pop.
Greatest Night
The Greatest
in Pop,
Night in Pop is on Netflix.
I believe is the title.
We just watched
And
a lot
so
of
is
movies.
American
We used to go all the
Symphony,
time.
also on Netflix.
American Symphony. Oh, you guys have to
Also
see
on
that.
Netflix.
It's really a good documentary.
Also on Netflix.
The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Didn't we see that, Ann?
That's an old movie. That's an old Danny Kaye film.
Yeah, Desi was
Although there's
burned
an
by
updated
English.
version
Anthony,
that
Margot
starred
Kidder
Ben
as
Stiller.
Lois Lane in the Danette and Tony. Margot Kidder as Lois Lane in the Superman movies was blacklisted for years. That's right.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Margot passed away a few years ago, I know.
I don't remember that, Ann.
Yes,
Roman
she did.
Holiday, Hepburn and Peck. Seven
Good
Samurai.
movie.
Yes, Joseph.
Seven Samurai
My mother
is a
used to love
wonderful
that.
film.
We used to watch it all the time, that movie. Great movie. I love Akira's movies. Bruce Lee movies. Blues Brothers is one of the best movies ever, says Ronnie. CAK said, I like time travel movies like Peggy Sue Got Married. Of course, Back to the Future. We like that. Holla, we learned that it's okay to talk or scream in the hallways of Danette and Anthony's
right.
apartment
It
building. Butterflies are free. I like the classics. I like all the Alien films, says Ambrose. Jaws
Everybody
10 will
likes
be
all
out.
the
They can't kill
Alien
that.
films.
Wait a minute. Jaws is coming. Another Jaws? Wait a minute. No.
Don't.
That can't be true.
There's no Jaws 10 coming.
I
up.
haven't seen Living. Sounds right up my alley. Thanks.
Yes,
Yeah, it
based
was
on
good.
Akira, it's
Tombstone,
very,
I'm
very
your
close
Huckleberry.
adaptation. But don't let that fool you. If you've seen the Japanese film, don't let that fool you because it is a very close adaptation of
Silence
the
of the
Japanese
Lamb.
movie, but both are worth seeing.
Exactly, Holla.
Both are worth seeing. Bill Nye's performance is really, really great.
Oh, really?
Another movie that I really like and I could watch any day of the week is Groundhog Day.
Oh, yeah.
Which
he
created a whole genre of films, if you think about
Yeah.
it. The time loop genre was invented
They're
by
really making another
Groundhog
Jaws?
Day. The time loop
Yes,
film
Seven Samurai
was invented
is a
by
great movie,
invented
Joe.
by
Great.
Groundhog Day. So, like, I just remember. Listen, you're not a
Russia
god.
with Love.
I
Did we
didn't
see
say
that?
you're not God. I didn't say I was God. I was the God. I said I'm a god.
Anthony. Oh, I love Val Kilmer, too. Anthony, To Russia with Love. Did we see that?
Yeah, it's the James Bond film.
Oh, okay. Katarina said, every St. Patrick's Day we watch Darby O'Gill and the Little People. A very young Sean Connery is in it.
He is in that movie.
Choppy loves Peggy Sue Got Married with Kathleen Turner.
Kathleen Turner.
Pie is a great movie. We saw that in the theater. That was a good movie.
Which one?
Pie, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Memoirs
a very
of
good
a
movie.
Geisha.
A very
Did we see
interesting
that? I don't
film.
remember that.
Maybe
I
a
love
long
Dr.
time ago.
Zhivago. I love the
I
ending.
didn't find it
It's sad,
memorable, but I
love
do
it.
remember seeing it.
You think it's the best foreign film in your opinion, Paul?
Which one?
Paul, let me see. I forgot.
Das
already.
Boot. I've heard there are people that have that opinion. That's not completely out there.
Zone of Interest I seen in the cinema recently.
Who said that?
Paul.
I want to see that
Oh,
movie
Billy
when I
Jack.
get a
Armis,
chance.
that's what I was thinking about the other day. We were just talking about that, Billy Jack. A lot of movies have good messages too, you know what I mean? All right, It's a Wonderful Life, of course, the Christmas movies. Penelope loves Bill Murray. Okay, we're going to end it, Aunt. It's been a long time.
We're gonna
call it a night.
We're gonna call it a night.
3 hours, and it wasn't supposed to be only an hour. We said we're going to go
call
for
it
an
a night.
hour. Speaking of St. Patrick's Day movie, The Quiet Man is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
You don't like The Quiet Man?
What?
Who doesn't like The Quiet Man?
Carol, but Carol's very opinionated,
He's
Aunt.
very opinionated.
I think I liked it.
there's-
Is that the one with the
Quiet
he's on the
Man?
horse?
No, there's no
Oh,
horses.
which is the one with the one on the horse where he's going after the children, and at Christmas time they don't have any money, and the old lady takes all the children. What is that called? Black and white. In the
What the
end,
hell are you talking about?
I was just about to end it.
She's talking
Wait
about
a minute,
movie.
guys.
Danette is now speaking about a movie that does not have,
Birdcage.
that is not Irish, does not have John
I didn't
Wayne
say
in
it was
at all.
Irish, and I didn't say it was John Wayne. It's not John Wayne. Oh,
So
okay.
then, what was the
All right.
trigger to think of
Because I thought that's what it was called.
Night of the Hunter?
That's
What
it.
was the trigger?
The Night of the Hunter. What a good movie.
Only movie ever directed by Charles
Oh my
Lawrence.
God, that was a good movie.
Artsy fartsy murder film.
And The
Serial
Godfather's
killer
like,
film.
The
The Godfather's a great
Godfather's
movie.
the Godfather.
Yeah, CAK is very opinionated and deeply wrong about many of the films.
Oh
she
my
doesn't
God,
like.
Anthony. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I used to love that. Oh, I used to love, what's that movie where it's a big W in the end? They have to find the W. What was like across the world?
Don't take it to heart, Carol.
You know he's just a
We
goofball.
love you. I'm just teasing you.
Mr. Red. She's talking about Mr. Red. What?
Mr. Ed. A horse is a horse, of course,
I agree with Peter Griffin. Okay, what was the movie? Was Around the World, 30 Days Around the World? What the frick was
Around the World in 80 Days.
Yeah, I like that movie.
The Jules Verne story.
You know, it was the one that's a comedy. Vampire Killers, Polanski. Bless
Roman
you.
Polanski's Vampire Killers.
Bakaja
was
we
a
saw that
horror
on
comedy.
Broadway. Oh my God.
Was a
Yes,
horror
that's
comedy.
it, Ambrose. Thank you, Ambrose. It's nothing around the world. It's a mad, mad world. I loved that when
Yeah.
I was younger. I used to
Oh,
love
that was
movie.
good. Ambrose, from a distance.
I thought that's
You
what I
did
was
the-
talking
the
You did when Anthony
You did
does.
the Next Family 20 Questions from a distance. I used to play this 20
Willy Wonka's
questions
my favorite
game.
Rubicon.
Rubicon.
Only
you
because
guys
I love
are-
you, Anthony. That was funny.
Ambrose.
CAK
I used
said.
to play this 20 questions.
Exactly, Holla.
20 questions,
But
figure out what
he
they're
know what I
talking
meant.
about.
I said around the world.
20
and
questions,
the W.
figure out what they're talking about
I used to
all
love
the
that.
time with Danette and her father.
Bless you.
Danette and her father are the ones you play 20 questions, figure out what I'm talking about with. Her father was the same way.
Oh, my
he would
God.
start by saying this,
Right,
that.
Ambrose, the
Let me tell
W.
you. Here's a story to tell you
Oh,
about
no, a
Danette.
story? We're just about to end it.
Here's a quick story
End
to tell you
it.
about with Danette's father. Danette's father used to say some like ridiculous stream of consciousness.
Oh, I love
thing.
cabaret,
And
too.
he had no clue. You would have... Everybody in the room had no clue what he was trying to say
This is
because he couldn't
doubtful.
remember the words. He couldn't remember the names. He didn't know what he was talking about.
That's
he didn't
me.
know how to say it.
I'm my-
that was a
like my
father.
father.
And then he'd go like this. If I was in the room, he'd go, Anthony could figure it out. And he'd go like something like finger and straw.
It's like charades.
And I'd pick, and I'd like say, the night Chicago burned, and he'd be like, "That's it." He would. It
But
was
how
like
come you
just
couldn't
like
get the W?
what the W? You didn't say the
Before,
W.
when I thought Natalie would, all right, I'll tell you guys. I was going like this.
She was going for the miracle worker. I was like,
Oh, The Shining.
neither woman
You
in
love
the
The
movie,
Shining.
and I was like,
Anthony
no.
loves The Shining.
I go like this. No, neither woman in that movie was Natalie
but
Wood.
who were they? I don't remember.
Patty Duke
Patty
played Helen
Duke.
Keller, and Anne Bancroft.
Anne Bancroft is
played
another great actress.
Anne Sullivan.
Yeah, Anne Bancroft is another one. Patty
Played
Duke.
Annie
that's right.
Sullivan.
Rosemary's Baby was scary.
Rosemary's Baby is a classic.
The
classic
Omen. I don't
horror
like
film.
the scary movies.
The
Shania.
Shining is a
Carrie's
great
scary.
movie,
I'm not a big,
endlessly conversational.
I'm not a big.
You can endlessly talk about it. Don't like The Omen.
Big Trouble
I have
Little
to admit,
China.
not a fan of The Omen.
Oh, To
I
Kill
saw
a
it.
Mockingbird is
I
one
read
of
the
best
book actually.
movies. To Kill a Mockingbird is a great movie.
I'd love To Kill a Mockingbird.
Psycho's a great
Love
movie.
you remember the Patty Duke show, Adriana?
All right,
The
let's end
Patty
it.
loves to rock and roll. Hot dog makes her lose control.
Don Knotts, greatest actor of all time. Don
Yeah,
Knotts?
sure. Yes.
What?
Yes. I gotta tell you, Andy, I'm taking Thelma Lou down
Oh, thank
to
you,
Mount
Desi,
Pilot
for the
a
super
picture show.
chat.
You gotta
We
nip
appreciate
it
it.
in the bud,
Thank you so
Andy.
much. Thank you so
Nip
much to
it
Alan
in
for
the
the.
bud.
Oh my God!
Thank you, Alan, for
the,
donating a
for
new
giving us
member.
another member. LAB, I think it was right. Was it LAB?
Thank you, folks, for
Am I
showing
right?
up
Yeah,
for
it was
this
LAB.
test, which
Beach
became
blanket bingo.
which became a 3-hour and 20-minute test. Thank you for showing up for it.
My auntie was scarier than any
Appreciate
movie.
you guys. Good night,
Sound
Jan.
of Music, of course, The Flying Nun.
Good night, Jan.
Good night, Jan. Thank you for being here. We'll talk about this again another time.
Beach blanket bingo.
Papillons. Did you
Horror
like
at
Papillon?
Party Beach.
Did you
Mean
like
Papillon?
Papillon?
Papillon.
Thank you, Alan. Alan, I got your nuts here, Alan. I've got your circus peanuts.
We got that circus peanuts.
I learned
Penelope.
Danette has her
Penelope
own language.
Pit
Only
Stop.
Anthony totally understands it.
Yes.
Bye, Georgie. Thank you for being here. Who's Afraid of Virginia Walker's very good,
Very
too.
good movie. I love
All right,
that picture.
Cleopatra. All right,
That's
guys, we
another
gotta go.
picture. Criminally underrated.
Thank you, D. Michael.
Both Taylor and Burton should have won the Oscar
What
for
year was
acting
that?
year.
Gigi. Oh, Jiggly.
When that
Giggly.
came out. Taylor won it. It
Thank
was
you,
deserved,
Karina.
but Burton,
Good night,
who
HC.
always
He's not
going
gonna
to
shut up. He's gonna
should
keep
have
going.
won, without a doubt.
Oh, you're welcome, Carol. Mwah,
Richard
Carol.
Burton, if anything, was better.
Thank you, April, Carol,
than
Blue
Taylor in
Star,
that movie.
Holla,
In a less showy
Virginia,
role.
Karina, Schmier, D. Michael,
Everyone,
Armis,
thank you
George,
so much for coming,
Holla,
right,
Penelope, Desi, Carol, yes, everyone, Joseph, everyone who's been here, who's here, Alan, Sharon, good night. Everybody, Penelope, you guys have a great night. Weekend's coming up. Have a great weekend. If we don't see you, I got to come by. We'll figure it out, Alan. I promise. I promise.
We got
Mwah, Schmear. All right, guys, have a good day.
Schmear,
Jeremiah,
take
how
it
you
easy.
doing? Hi.
Jeremiah.
Hey, guys, if you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss
That's
the
right.
next live.
So
We
you
don't go
miss the
live
next live.
like all the time, so
Thank you for
never know
joining
when the
us
next
for this
one
short
is.
test that turned out to be 3 hours and 20 minutes
He's not
long.
going to shut up.
So, see you real soon.
All right, we'll see you guys
Until
soon,
the next
all right?
time, I'm going to say to this one, push the button, Frank.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Push the button, Frank. Bye.